Last time on Beast World. After the conclusion of Vegas's match, there's a mention of an after party to celebrate Vegas's win. On their way out, though, they notice a particularly well-dressed surveying individual who is watching the group as they leave. Vegas heads to the fighter's private bar to talk with Ajax. While there, he mentions the run-ins he's had with a group that call themselves the Ferals, who are behind a lot of the anti-brethren rhetoric that have been heard further south of Oria. Ajax thanks him for the heads up and says he will keep his eyes out. As the group is leaving, they run into Zavra Zin in the Circle of Rage. Zavra mentions they need to go over the plan a bit with Vegas, discussing that their contract involves making a copy of an experimental forge blueprint located within the Covenant forges. Zavra Zin says Vegas can bring some of their crew to help if they think they would. As the rest of the group are heading to the Mole District, they notice a crowd gathering around their wagons. There's a heavy amount of water overflowing from the Rocksteady, coming from the strange artifact that they found in the Maelstrom. Vanya is able to pull the artifact out, and the crew focuses on trying to get it to halt its creation of water, but are unable to do so. They decide to stick the artifact into a cauldron and carry it over to find Mateo. The regent leads them to his domicile nearby and tries to clean up the trail of water they leave behind. Once inside, the artifact is taken into a chamber where it can be sealed just in case. With a little bit of tinkering, the war mage is able to get the artifact to start producing water. Studying its strange, arcane nature, Mateo believes the rock is primordial in some way. Something very old that predates the dungeon by centuries. Mateo says they will study it for now and keep them informed if they learn anything. The group rejoins with Vegas into the Mole District, an underground network of tunnels for most of the Ligonians of the Beast World. Locating a nice private underground bar, Aspen buys drinks for the group. While there, Vanya spots the Marine woman from the arena staring at her. Moving over to greet her, she introduces herself as Lizzie Jewell, and that she has an invitation to an estate east of Jaegerwald for Vanya and her crew. Vanya takes a moment to recall an old memory, remembering an encounter she had in her homeland with the vampire. She believes this may be the same group she had witnessed, and thinks that after having removed her amulet against detection, that they may have located her. Vegas also mentions to the group about the job that Zavra Zin has for them in regarding to his Thieves' Army cover, mentioning that they are stealing copies of blueprints from the forges, much to Aspen's annoyance. The next morning, Charlotte attempts to remove the magic afflicting Vanya's memory. Although unsuccessful at first with the curse removal, Charlotte reattempts again with the dispel and succeeds. The group gather together to discuss what Vanya remembers. She details the events of her capture in Louvain and meeting with a particularly massive Servain that may be in control of the Ferals. Aski uses a new spell of hers to contact ghosts of the Netherworld to see if they can learn anything of vampires, only receiving a cryptic whisper about powdered iron. They decided to take the information to the Hall of Acquisition to find more. There, with Aset's help, they discover that powdered iron is used in a ritual to bind a recently deceased vampire to their coffin. Meanwhile, Aspen goes to visit Mateo again, who is sprucing up the warding around the artifact. They warn Mateo that there is going to be a robbery on the Covenant forges by the Thieves' Army. He thanks them for the tip and mentions he'll tighten the security. Vegas, meanwhile, mentions about a possible tampering with the blueprints, if they can get to them before the Circle can. Aspen confirms as well that they have already tipped off security as they prepare for their heist tonight. So, you have about 4 hours, roughly, before you need to meet with Zabrazin, where you had discussed plans before. Is there any amount of prep work you would like to do left, or anything anyone else would like to do, or discussions to have?
I got I need to get a mask for myself. Like any plain mask. Do we have one that's not Vanya's, or can I go and like make
Do
one?
we have one that's not a Pharaoh's mask, so I'm not
Yeah.
convinced this is racist?
Well, no. Okay, stagecraft time. Stagecraft time. I'm using it for the first time ever, gang. No, stagecraft lets me turn any ordinary mask into a quote-unquote disguise self kind of deal, where I can disguise myself as an anonymous member of my species.
Nice. Very good use of the spell.
Uh-huh.
But you need a mask, right?
Uh-huh.
Alright, and what kind of mask? Just
Any mask. So, like, feasibly speaking, I could spy from TF to it and just, like, strap a piece of paper around the front of my head.
That's what I was wondering. Like, can you just paper mache a mask?
Can I do that? Like, I'll cut eye holes in it, you know, because that'll work.
You literally
that
just
makes
take
it a mask, right?
Yeah, you take a pillowcase and you cut out some holes in it.
I can't see shit.
You put your hat over top of it too.
No. I'm not wearing anything that would, you know, make me recognizable as myself.
Charlie Brown Ghost.
I got a rock. Yeah, I'm making sure that I'm wearing not my armor, and like just like I don't know, you know, nondescript clothes. I don't want to. If I get caught, I don't want to be immediately traceable back to the only person that looks like me. You know.
All right. So it does have a spell DC.
Really? Wait. Oh.
You can also have 3 effects at the same time. So it looks like it doesn't... It's similar to Disguise Self, but it makes your species appearance different. So you still need a change of clothes.
Exactly. So that's why I'm not dressing like Vegas. But also, wait, I can have 3 effects active at once?
Yes.
So if I use the music one where I'm playing an instrument, I can like sample myself and be a backup singer at the same time, right?
That's why it's a bard cantrip.
That's so fucking lit. I might do that in the future. Anyway.
Just a heads up, it lasts an hour, so...
It is a cantrip,
performance
so you
coming
can
right up.
re-up it, but yeah.
Yeah, but so that's the plan. I will use the piece of paper technique. I'm going to draw a smiley face on the front of it. Just so people have something to focus on when they're making eye contact with me. Otherwise, yeah, just change of clothes. I'm going in unarmored so I don't suffer from stealth debuff.
You said unarmored?
Yeah, if we don't have any light armor that somebody could spare, I'm just going to wear some clothes.
I do, but I think it's a bit small.
No, like like wearing the Party City kids costume to work. Does that work? I mean, this isn't 3.5, right? Like, if my shoe size isn't like 12, then I'm not going to be able to wear the boots type deal. But like, could I just trade the unit item of light armor with Vanya?
I think, yeah. I just dumped it in the party treasure, so if Duo's all right with it, it's right there.
Yeah.
So I put that on the mask too. Yeah, okay. So I'll incorporate the light armor for the time being, and then I'll put just some like, I don't know, thievish looking clothes over it.
Charisma. Okay.
And then I'll carry the mask until it's time to actually begin the job. And that's all the prep that I need.
I'm just gonna swap into the dark clothing. And
6 plus 8.
Oh, the temptation! I can't wear it. It's too big. Never mind.
All right, I had to pull up the book for a second because I needed to calculate what your spell save DC for your fighter was. It's charisma for stagecraft, so it's 3 plus 3 from proficiency plus 8, so 14 is your DC.
Not bad. Not bad for a marshal.
Better than our group's paladin, who is level 15.
Huh. Take that, Duo's group's paladin.
He uses all of his spell slots for smite, and that's it. He's also mainly a fighter, so...
I respect that, because that's what I did with Gilead.
I think he's got like
That's
2 or 3 levels
mostly what I
of
did with
paladin.
Mira.
and the rest are all fighter.
I like spell slots.
I also like spell slots.
That's why I always play martial spellcasters.
Yeah,
I miss
fighter
my spell slots.
Eldritch Knight Paladin goes insane.
All right, so you've paper mache a mask with a smiley face on it. You've swapped into leather armor, or did you not grab that yet?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were just gonna drop it in my inventory.
There we go.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Did you say there was something else you needed to do?
That's about it. I will stretch in the meantime.
Vanya's just swapping into the darker clothes that she has with a hood, and they have sleeves, and she hates it. But that's it.
Duo, just to confirm that that
I
bit
saw.
I deemed. Okay.
And joins Vegas in stretching.
Oh boy! I mean, a ski already goes around with dark robes with the hood that obscures her face, so she has very little
Yeah.
prep work to do for
She's
this.
playing the part. So Vanya,
Mm-hmm.
are you okay?
In what way?
Well, you're very young and you've had a lot dropped on you in a very short amount of time. And as somebody who's been through something similar, not exactly similar, I didn't handle it very well at the time. So how are you doing?
I'm trying not to think about it.
Good idea.
Until we're on the road, and then I'll probably have a few breakdowns. But until then,
The millennial way of handling problems.
Oh yeah, baby.
Ignore it until you have a breakdown about it later.
yep.
Works like a charm.
Is that actually how you dealt with it, or did you do something else?
Me?
No, the shadow behind you.
Huh?
Fuck you.
There's a giggling coming in from your head, Viola. Or a ski.
We'll deal with it like we have most other things. It's fine.
I have full faith we will.
Or we won't. And we'll all be dead in a few days' time, but who knows?
Oh yeah? You want to wager on it?
I'm not confident enough in either way to wager on it. I have no idea what we're getting into.
I'll give you 5 gold pieces if we make it out all alive.
She'll hold the hand out for the shake.
Yep, shaking. It's sealed.
As long as we don't get caught and arrested, or worse.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna wager again. Yeah. You two should be fine.
I
What?
don't know. You've been sneaky-ish before.
Yeah, but you're like wiggly, you know?
Wiggly.
Is what you're trying to say.
No, like you can. I mean, yes, but you know, you're specifically adept at skittering around the environment at a higher speed than usual, and without a sound.
You make me sound like a spider, but okay, I'll take that as a compliment.
You're welcome.
I could help you learn a bit, maybe.
Yeah, please. In like an hour.
A bit.
I'm ready.
So when you put your foot down, you want to put the edge of your foot down first. Makes less noise. And then you roll on to the foot. And then you do
That's
the
all
same
it
with your
takes?
next foot. No, but it's the way to start.
Noted.
Vegas is like, how can I speed run learning how to be quiet?
Right. Vegas of all people being quiet. Yeah, right.
Pretty sure that would count as breaking character.
Wearing shoes with very minimal soles helps. If you wear shoes.
I've taken my boots off for this mission. I don't have any non-heavy armor boots.
Cutting your nails back on your feet so you don't click clap.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, I can do that.
Low posture, darker clothes,
Check.
breathe more quietly,
That's gonna be a tough one.
in through the mouth, out through the nose.
Okay, I'll do my best.
And worst thing happens, you just run.
I'm good at that. I love running, in fact.
You're not that great.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Scuff all you like. You're big, you're clumsy, and you smash into everything when you move.
Since when?
Since all the time. I saw you running through Louvain when we were trying to get to your estate.
Name a time.
When we were running through Louvain to get to your estate.
Another time.
When we were running through Louvain to get to your estate when Aspen was there by themselves.
How about outside? Fuck it. I'm not clumsy. He crosses his arms.
She'll do that little punch that people do when they're like kind of just messing around with someone.
Yeah. Ow.
I need you to teach me how to throw an actual punch and or how to actually fight, because so far all I do is stick them with this bit and she'll unsheath the rapier and kind of poke at the end of the sword.
Vegas cracks his knuckles. Would you like to begin now?
In knowing how to throw a punch?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
God, it would be so funny. God, it would be so funny to just strike Vanya down right now.
Try it. You won't.
No. Plant your back foot. Follow through with your hips. Shoulders come last in the movement.
Yeah, she'll do that. Question to Duo. Do you want me to roll as I punch Vegas?
Yeah, go ahead. His AC's lower.
So it's what?
My AC right now is
13.
So D20 plus. Would it be my strength or my dex mod?
Unarmed is strength.
Okay, so this is gonna suck. Here we go. So yeah, I'd imagine she does probably connect, but rolls her fist when it connects, and that probably hurts. Just gonna shakes her hand out like. Ah.
That was hard to witness. We'll work on it.
Mm-hmm. That's why I have the pointy thing.
Yeah, it's a good pointy thing.
Anyway, I'm gonna go and not deal with things now. Bye.
Bye.
She wanders back into the wagon.
How much time do we have before the heist? At
Again,
this point.
I'd say probably about like a little over 3 hours still. You guys have not spent a whole lot of time doing anything else.
I think I should go. What was the Marine's name with the food? Was that Cecilia?
Cecilia, the possum lady.
Yeah. I might want to visit her to make sure she names something after me before I get arrested, supposedly. But that's about everything. That's like everything else I need to take care of.
Okay. You want to head that way now?
Sure.
All right. You make your way back over to the tunnel market, and head down the familiar alley, which you notice is a bit busier than normal. There's definitely more people kind of like lined up for her stall at this point.
Nice, it worked.
So in order to actually get up to her, you have to stand in line.
Do I though? I'm Vegas.
Yeah, how dramatic do you want to be? Me asking the charisma fighter.
So I'm gonna use fairy fire to like light my way and like make people clear a path down the center of the line, or whatever stagecraft it is. Dancing lights, I think. Yeah,
I was
it's
about to say,
dancing
you
lights.
don't have fairy fire. What were
No,
you talking
sorry,
about?
I was confusing the two spells. It's the dancing. Or wait.
It's straight, you could do, if you want to be
Oh, it's a
really
spotlight.
yeah, that's what I was assuming you were doing, was the spotlight on yourself.
Yeah, I was just misremembering. I thought it was like the actual spell, dancing lights. Anyway, so yeah, I spotlight myself and say, "Guys, I'm in a rush." Also, it's me, Vegas.
Persuasion check?
Wouldn't it be so funny? Oh man.
Oh my god, get him out early.
Well,
The line of people kind of like look back to you for a second, and then just kind of like look back the direction they were originally looking. Nobody pays you any mind.
Embarrassing.
Awkwardly get back into line.
How long is the wait?
With a bit of prep, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take about 15-ish minutes.
You guys ready for some line waiting RP? Yeah, I'll wait. I'm patient.
Yeah. You sit through the line. Some people obviously get in behind you after a while, and after a bit of an annoyingly long wait, you do eventually get up to the stall, and Cecilia smiles at you as you approach. There's my sponsor.
Hi.
Well, you kept up your end of the bargain, and it sounds like you won.
I super did. And I told everybody to come here.
Yes, it's been a little difficult to keep up with the amount of orders I've been getting, so I may have to look into seeing about hiring someone to help me.
Do you need help right now?
I'll manage for now. What can
Okay,
I get
good.
for you?
I just need something to go. But I also wanted to stake my claim in your menu.
No? Did you have any ideas?
Chicken fusilli with vodka sauce.
Alright. And she just kind of like starts writing it down. And then within like a few seconds, she goes over to like her menu board and like pulls up a piece of chalk, and then it starts writing Vegas up there, along with like a very crudely drawn picture of the veal.
Yo, that's my name.
You're just like pointing to that and like looking at the guy behind you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, since this is your first, this one's on the house. And she's going to take a minute and prepare for that meal for you. And she'll give you a nice little bowl with it.
Nice.
So, do you have any big plans tonight, City Boy?
Well, there was an after party that got cut short a little earlier, so it might be picking back up sooner or later. I still have to see the right people about that. I don't know where the entire group went.
Well, I hope you enjoy your night.
Thanks, you too.
Make sure to bring your crew back next time.
Absolutely. Okay, bye. Disappear in like a cloud of smoke.
Alrighty. You head back. I assume you're just eating along the way.
Yeah, I'll save some if anybody wants to sample. But like, yeah, I'm gonna walk and eat.
Sample your dish.
Yeah.
Alright. You return back to the crew. Anybody else have anything planned?
No. Personally, Charlotte's waiting on when Vegas finally does leave. She has one thing that she can give him. But until then,
I think Aspen's just going to be axe sharpening passive aggressively.
Knowing that a crime is being committed soon.
Yep.
It'll be over when it's over.
Yeah, Issa doesn't have any plans in particular.
I guess the only thing, just as a preventative measure, deliver some mage armor to myself.
Just sneak in behind you and knock some shit over when you're trying to sneak around.
Aspen actively trying to sabotage you, as always. Alright. Time begins to pass. When would you start to head to the Circle hideout? Do you show up early? Do you show up like 30 minutes before? 10 minutes before? Do you show up late?
I think we'll show up exactly when we intend to, which is 30 minutes early.
Alright. You take the wagons or just walk?
Let's just walk.
Okay. And just Vegas, Vanya, and Niski, if I recall correctly?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Charlotte, you said you had something for Vegas?
yes, this is a shot in the dark. I'm trying to help the best I can. I'm sorry. If you can be as quick about it, but not too quick, I might give you something to at least help you start.
Anything that'll help.
I'm giving Vegas enhance ability.
Not bad.
It's an hour though, but I'm giving a cat's grace, so advantage on deck saves, and you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less.
Nice.
But 1 hour, so
All right, let's go.
Dexterity checks advantage, doesn't take damage from falling. If it is incapacitated. Okay. Alrighty. So, Vegas, Vanya, and Iske, you are led by Vegas towards this alleyway at the far, far end of the tunnel market, closer to where the open layer was. And you were led towards a pottery shop in the back, and the bovine that was sitting at the front looks to the three of you, but looks to Vegas, and then nods and kind of like pulls the curtain back from behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
So you all head in.
Yep.
Alright. Inside, you see several individuals. I have so many tabs for actors, I'm sorry. Okay. You see a large, Ursine, warrior. Reminds you a little bit of Aspen. You see a, rat woman who is pretty much covered from head to toe. She has a little bit of like intricate looking like studded leather armor, and her helmet slash mask slightly obscures her face. And you see another bovine as well. Large white fur, some brown hair. He has a bow strapped to his back at the moment. And then you see Zavrazin, who you've met a couple times before. And he's currently pacing around, and he looks a little pissed.
What's up? What's the matter, Zafrazin?
You were here. Okay. Well, there's been a complication.
How so?
Someone tipped them off that we were coming.
Shit.
So, security has been increased. There are more constructs out and about than normal. So the problem is, if we don't go for it now, it's going to be more difficult later. They'll have more time to prepare. This is more of a last minute uptick.
Got it. Well, fortunately, I brought my two stealthiest compatriots, gesturing to Vanya and Aski. And I'll do my best to deal with the constructs. But yeah, if we got to do it now, let's do it now. Is there anything else we should know?
We can go over the plan, but you vouch for your colleagues here. They are capable and not likely to turn on us.
Both of them are capable, and they are both very loyal.
Okay. Alright. Here's the plan. And he unfurls the map he showed you before. And you get a little bit of a layout of the vault. And he starts with a very long, wide hallway. We will be entering from here. It is the main entrance. The front doors are going to be locked, obviously. So we will have to deal with that. Once we are in, we need to make our way down the hall to the left. It is going to lead to a large central chamber where they keep the keys. This will help us with the doors to the forge as well as to the vault itself. We are looking for not a traditional key. We are looking for a rune. The vault itself is magically sealed. We have to unlock it with that. We won't have any forms of natural ways to break the lock.
You know what the rune looks like?
From our grasps, it should be designed something like this. And he just pulls out like a piece of charcoal and he draws a very strange looking like trapezoid like shape where it's like open on one side.
Got it.
It should be easy to find, hopefully. But with the increased security, I'm not sure what the place is going to look like now. Once we have that, we can make our way to the forge. Again, minding any security, get into the vault, get the copy, and beeline it for the exit. Maikoru, gesturing to the rest, we should be able to deal with any of the constructs if they start to come after us. If anything, we can at least buy a little bit of time. So, goal is to get in and get out. If we have to hit them hard for a bit, we can. We can't stay forever. The longer we fight, the more likely we're going to get war mages. If war mages show up, we are all dead. Any questions?
Not for me. Well, actually, yeah. What's the plan if we get caught? Like, worst case scenario. Run?
There's only one exit the way we came in. So pray you can get through there.
And is it like a I don't know me, you don't, or excuse me, you don't know me, I don't know you kind of deal?
More or less. Like, keep the thieves' army out of it, if possible.
Yep, you got it. That takes care of it for me.
Nothing from your compatriots?
Guys, any questions?
Anya's just gonna shake her head.
I think we need to be valuing our time if we have so little.
Alright, well, the forges will be closing up here soon, so we want to give it a little bit of time. Make sure that there's not anyone who is staying late working. We don't want anyone else to see us.
Mm-hmm.
And then once inside, we will do our best to move quickly. You are all prepared then?
Yep. And I will put on the mask and cast stagecraft on it.
Alright.
Do any of you have just a standard dagger I can use? I don't want to use this. She motions to the weapon on her hip. It glows.
Zavrazin pulls off one of the 6 different daggers on his belt and tosses it to you.
Yeah, she'll just grab it.
Alright, well, we will go ahead and get into position. Just wait, and when the time's right, we will move in. So, let's be on our way.
Yep.
You watch as Zavrazin doesn't go towards the curtain. Instead, heads into the back room a little bit further. The rest of the circle follow him, and you find that there is another room that contains a hatch. And this hatch leads down into a completely different room, another floor down. And as you follow through, you emerge out into the Mole District. A little bit of a getaway into what is essentially another shop. This one further underground. You make your way through the Mole District, just kind of keeping up with Zavrazin and his group, until you reach back up onto the surface and start making your way towards the forge layer. Okay. Sorry, I was looking for specific names and such. Alright. Heading over into what is technically the smithy layer, you see lots of different clusters of well-ventilated forges and various blacksmith shop works that have been set up in this particular part of the district. You also notice that the temperature over here is a lot higher. There's a pretty heavy amount of heat that is coming off of this area. And you notice that most of these forges in this area are lit by some kind of lava source. And the temperature's pretty decent. It's probably the warmest you felt in Aurea since you've been here. And You start making your way through, noticing that some of the forges in this area are kind of like cooling down, but for the most part, a lot of them are still going. You get a little bit closer and you notice that there is a pair of like very large double doors made of iron. And you are noticing that there are some particular individuals leaving through these doors. And upon just a quick glance, you can tell that several of these individuals don't really look like forge smiths. They look like wizards. Several different people, some of them carrying scrolls, some of them carrying various strange arcane focuses and such, just seem to be leaving this particular area. After about 20 or so minutes, the doors are finally closed, and you see what looks to be like 2 honor guards standing out front. All right, are we ready to go?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we should be having a distraction here in the next few minutes, so just get ready to move.
What's the distraction?
You'll see.
It's like horrible murder.
Oh God.
My
Lord.
favorite distraction, a
It's like-
murder most foul.
It's like the most innocent possible character strolling past and they just get shanked.
After about a minute, you hear a noise coming from a bit further away, and you can hear a couple people shouting. And if you want to give me perception checks, you might see what's going on.
Yep.
Vanya just out of her mind right now.
Dissociating.
All right, Vegas. What you've noticed is that one of the nearby forges, it's slightly overflowing with its source of heat, the lava, and is like slightly starting to like destroy this particular blacksmith's shop.
Oh,
And
jeez.
the shouting has drawn the attention of the 2 honor guards, who are now very quickly moving off that direction. All right, let's
Well,
move.
that's it.
And as soon as they take off,
Okay.
the crew moves in. And once you're past the doors, you have entered the Covenant Forges.
Oh, nice hat.
So, let me get the music changed.
If we break cover and you don't play Razor Mind, I'll be upset.
That's a good one, yeah.
I am debating if I want to use this music because I think it'd be funny.
What game is it from?
It's not from a game. I'll go ahead and start it, and you can tell me if you want me to keep it.
Oh my God.
Oh my fucking god. No, this is some unscrupulous music. Some real sneaking core music.
Is this what you want?
Yeah,
I've got
some
some-
like
I've got something else that's more appropriate, but I think this is funny.
no, I can see it in my mind's eye. It's like black and white, and we're tiptoeing past the spotlight. Yeah,
I was gonna
no,
say this is the music that has Vegas tiptoeing out with a
Yeah.
bag over his shoulder. like,
exactly.
"Crap."
This is like
Yeah.
the money bag symbol, like on the bag.
Yes.
Yeah, keep it.
Some
No, this is
certified
this is
skullduggery
excellent.
going
This-
on
this-
here.
some tomfoolery for sure. I'm into it.
All right. So you've gotten in, and you've now made your way up to the front doors that lead further inside.
As a side note, I can't see shit.
Let's get that observer.
Same.
Oops, no camera guy.
Shh, it's a stealth mission.
Okay. Alright, so Zabrazen moves up and immediately pulls out one of his knives and starts fiddling with the door lock.
A knife?
Yep.
Vanya's gonna push him out of
Zara,
the way and
let-
try
yeah,
and
let
pick it with their tools.
He steps back for a moment, is like, if you insist.
Sorry, Zavra. She's a consummate professional.
Ah, bad roll though.
Uh-oh.
19's enough.
Bad roll, result 19.
Yeah, that's scary.
Okay, in you go.
Alright, after you. I'm gonna stand at the side of the door, kind of like breach and clear style, and then open it with the back of my hand.
Okay. Give me
Oh, he's got a
perception
cone of
check.
vision! Guys, it's Metal Gear.
And give me a perception check.
I am.
Alright. Well, the most obvious thing you immediately see once you open the door and glance down is there's a very large suit of armor individual. And at first you think this is a person. But you very quickly realize that this is way too big to be a normal beast individual. And the fact that it is moving in very weird ways. It seems to be glancing about the hallway at the moment.
Hmm.
And you see Zabra slowly open his door as well to get a peek. There's a doorway across from us. We could sneak in through there.
Alright. Do you think it won't see us from this distance?
Only one way to find out.
Yep.
He's gonna slightly skirt across the doorway over here, check the lock or check the door handle, and find out it's unlocked. And is going to skirt inside.
So here's the question I've been waiting to ask.
Mhm.
How tall are the ceilings here?
In this particular area, 15 feet.
Alright, cool. I just say as a general rule, whenever possible, a ski is going to be on the ceiling and out of sight.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Had to double check the height on these things. Alright. So Zavrazin gives the all clear and starts moving.
Just gonna listen at this fire door over here. Put my ear up to it and see if I can hear anyone on the other side.
Okay. Perception. Just listening through. It's just dead quiet.
Alright.
If one of the other players who are not currently in the scene would like to control the observer, that would be nice. I have a lot of tokens I have to move. Zabrazin is going to open the door over here and give a quick look in his, like, kitchen area. There is another door down here, though. Would lead back out into the hallway.
Behind it?
So,
Likely.
where in that hallway, which door was the one we needed to head down? Or do we need to take a left first, like you said?
Since you would be facing that hallway, the direction you came in, you would be wanting to take an immediate left from where that machine was.
Got it.
So down here somewhere.
Yeah, just a sec. Hold on.
Oh, map right. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be facing this direction, so it'd be left from the direction you're coming in.
My dyslexia is gonna murder me this today. Let's go.
Wild question.
Mhm.
Does it look like this thing can process and respond to sounds? Like if I were to throw a bottle behind it, would that snag its attention away?
Intelligence check? I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
you've had any interaction with the
I've
construct.
gathered nothing from it, yeah. Intelligent. Yeah, okay.
You have the foggiest clue.
Yep. Let's put that one in the bad ideas basket.
Well, I guess I'll try this door. Very lightly try to see if it's unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Then I'm gonna peek through just to see if
Alright.
there's anything on the other side.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh,
Dude.
Alright. You open the door very gently. And as you're starting to get it open, you notice that the machine starts turning your direction.
gonna close.
Yeah, you're
Bring
gonna
it
have to
back.
quick.
Hmm.
Heard me.
What's it look like out there, Vanya?
It turned to face the door.
Well, that confirms a suspicion of mine. 1 second. Get ready by the door, Vanya.
Oh, okay.
Out of character question, how far can you throw something with like a good strength score? If it's not an attack, you know?
It's really gonna depend on like an athletics check.
Okay.
Zavra's
I'll
looking back to you is like, what is your plan? Share with the group.
That thing's looking at the door Vanya just opened right now. I'm gonna make a noise behind it and have it turn the opposite direction.
Okay. We might be able
That's
to
a good
sneak
idea,
behind it.
right?
We might be able to sneak behind it. You'll have to move quickly though.
Got it. All right. And I'll pick something up, like a rock or a bottle or something. If this is like
there's a lunch area, dining area. You can easily find a bottle.
is there food out?
No, it's all been put away.
Fair enough. I'll take an empty bottle, and I take aim.
Where
And
are
I'm-
you intending to make
I'm
it
ve-
land?
I'm trying to make it land like, let's say this spot, yeah? Like behind it to the right, so it would turn around and face the opposite direction of the door that it's facing.
You also know you have to go that direction, right?
Wait, I thought it was. Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry. Left, right. Got it. So,
You about to make it harder for everybody.
Okay. Scrap the bottle idea. I'm gonna cough, and then just duck back into the door so that it looks this way.
Okay. All right. Give me a performance check and then a stealth check.
Ooh. All right. Serviceable.
All right.
Also
You do have
serviceable.
advantage on the stealth checks because of enhanced ability.
Oh, that's right. Very good. Very good. I'll
Still
take the
good.
19.
All right, so you let out a pretty sizable cough, just enough to try to get its attention. And as you duck in, you notice that it's starting to turn that way.
And Vegas darts back to the kitchen. Now.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna open the door now. And then we stealthily run across, I guess.
Alright. Group-wide stealth check.
Can I give a ski advantage with voiceless speech? Because of the my feature, where is it?
He's on the ceiling, I imagine.
She just needs to see my face. Because of collective effort.
And I guess the thing is also, would being on the ceiling provide advantage on its own?
You were... Again, if you're on the ceiling, you're probably going to be a little bit harder to detect. But go ahead and roll it at an advantage.
Cool.
What are these rolls?
Alright. Some highs, some lows. I gotta do some math. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more, I believe. Wait, no, you already... Yeah, there it is. I was missing that one. Okay. Okay. Not bad. A little bit lower, but serviceable. You make it across fine.
Okay. I just love the image of everyone else like scuttling along around the ground, and then there's a ski on the ceiling.
Pure stealth.
Move your tokens slightly, because I keep doing this
Oh,
dance
good.
of where I'm constantly putting tokens underneath you.
Look, if there is any one thing I've learned from my years of playing TF2, it's that people do not look up if not prompted.
Never.
That's pretty regular for most shooter games.
We're playing Thief
Yeah,
and the
so
Ski
really,
playing
this is the
Dishonored.
perfect disguise.
Alright. You start to make your way further towards the hallway. Zalperson peeks the corner for a second and gestures towards you. There is one suit of armor ahead. You could either distract it or take it out.
You think it'll alert the others if it goes out?
Depends on how loud it is when it goes down. If it's alone, we could take it.
Group vote. You want to rush it? Quietly as possible.
I'm annoyed because I could make it entirely silent when it dies, but I cannot put the form up around these people.
Mm-hmm. We could make them not watch.
We rush it, I think.
Let's go.
Okay.
You're confident making it a quick kill?
Super confident.
Alright. Going to stealthily rush up to it. We're going to get another round of stealth checks.
Don't fuck me.
Huh.
Nice.
Vanya, you're an excellent tutor.
Much higher. Alright, so you all begin sneaking up on it, and it has not been made aware of your presence. Go ahead and get off a surprise round.
So actually, I'm gonna hang back a bit. And I think I'm gonna start using this crossbow while we're around these people.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna be back here.
So this is a unique situation. If we kill this thing in one surprise round, and say I generate a point of heat during that surprise round, do I lose it until the next encounter, or do I gain it throughout this entire stealth section?
How do
it
you
is
normally lose heat?
When combat is over.
Okay. I will say for mechanic purposes, because of this whole thing kind of being a little bit of a stealth encounter, we will allow you to keep the heat.
That's so cool. So I'm going to grapple it.
Okay. Athletics. Advantage because it is not aware of your presence yet.
Mhm. Yeesh.
Alright. Oh gosh, I made a natural 19.
Sure did.
So you fail to grapple it.
Do I get a second attack action?
You do have it. Grapple is technically one of your attacks, so.
Well, you know what? If you don't try again, or some shit like that, right?
You're gonna try to grab it again?
Yeah.
Alright.
I have advantage. I can't fail twice, right? Holy shit. It's not too bad. I only saw the nat 1 and my heart ran cold.
Alright. You managed to get a hold of it.
Alright, and once I got it in a full Nelson, I go, now.
Zalberzen's immediately gonna pull out one of his knives and go for an attack. Actually, short sword. It should be an advantage. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Minimum damage on that, plus sneak attack. Oof. So, 24 points of damage. Does he have multi-attack? He does have multi-attack. Yeah, that'll hit. Oh god. I just realized that his, sneak attack is not a per turn thing. Something
No,
he
it's
can
every
just...
hit.
Oh wait,
Wow.
no, it does say per turn on it. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, good. Because that would be crazy.
I've been busted.
Well, to be fair though, he does have the assassinate feature, so that first hit would have technically been a crit, so he just immediately scabbards this thing.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It is down.
Alright, great work. And I get a heat point off of that.
Is it just one, or would you get two because of two
Just-
attacks?
No. No, just one. Because it's per turn. I generate heat per turn.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That'd be busted otherwise. Okay, let's keep moving. Maybe we should like scoot its parts off into a corner.
Well, since you had grappled it, I'm gonna say that you were able to keep it from like clattering to the floor, because it is a suit of armor.
Alright, I'm gonna carry it until we find like a corner to throw it into that it won't be looked at from.
There's a room back here.
Is it empty?
I don't know. Let me have a look. Oh, okay. I'll let us ski go.
Yeah, right. As well, just give a little.
Glancing inside, it appears to be some kind of, like, altar. If you had to take a quick guess, it's probably a Bethel, made within the forge. So, for, like,
Very cool.
the, heroine, forge masters who work in here would probably take time to either maybe pray in this area.
Seeing that it's all clear, I'm just gonna run it inside and place it on the first pew that it's like
You're
nearest
gonna
to me.
set it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it look like it's praying.
Close the door.
Yeah, I closed it open. Sorry, I thought I clicked it. So now, when they investigate it, they're gonna be like, "What was this robot faithful about?" So yeah, we're gonna continue on.
Existential crisis because they think their animated armor is willful all of a sudden.
Yeah. What is my purpose? You pass the butter.
Large room at the end of the hallway.
That's the
There's another armor
yeah.
down there.
That's sure as a guy. Do we want to see if there's an alternate route through any of these side apses?
Layout said that some of these rooms were for scroll work, so they are most likely locked. We can try to see about getting in.
That was an incorrect use of apps. Anyway, yeah, let's look in these rooms.
I'll try the door
It
very
is locked.
carefully. Yeah, okay. Picking it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your sleight of hand.
What are these rolls?
Vanya, what you doing? Oh wait, that's Zarazin. Hold on. I
Yeah,
didn't
no.
Yeah.
Zaverzin breaks one of his lockpicks. Just kind of like curses under his breath.
Hey, Pobity's nerfed, man. You'll get him next time.
How did my attempt go?
You also did not get in, but you didn't break any of your lockpicks.
Let me try that door. You try this one.
Switch.
Come on, over a 10, please. Finally.
Alright, yeah. With 22 and 24, you both somehow managed to, after swapping places, pry open your doors.
I'm gonna step in carefully. Oh, this looks like it goes to the top of the corridor, but no further.
Vanya.
Looks at Vegas.
And Vegas, like, very intentionally gestures his head to the other door. Like, that's it. You got to do your thing, but not actually talking about it.
Oh, you mean
Uh-huh.
he's trying to tell her to change
To-
form?
No. As in,
I'm confused what you're implying.
Yeah,
As
what's
in-
the thing?
that looks like a script room, right? Like, I can peek into that well enough that I see there's like blueprints or whatever on the table.
This isn't where we need to be at
No.
all.
Oh, then retcon that. I thought that
Yeah,
was
no,
it,
he
and
mentioned
we were
this
just,
area
like,
was where they were producing scrolls.
right, okay. I thought it was like, surprise, you accidentally found it. But anyway,
No.
okay, my bad.
And he looks around, is like, dead end.
This goes to the top of the hall. We could get up the top, have Vegas do the coughing thing again, and go up behind it as it runs past.
You may have to do something a bit louder than coughing. Get that attention
I-
from so far.
I know what I can do, because... Do I have access to thaumaturgy through stagecraft, or is it just that I can produce a loud noise and make my voice amplified?
What does it say?
I'm looking at it right now.
Because I know you don't have thaumaturgy.
Yeah. Yeah. You capture your sound. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's just that I can capture the sound and throw it, the sampling thing. I could have sworn I read it like a while ago and thought that like the rules were I could just make like loud noises. But anyway,
So it lets you throw your voice like a ventriloquist,
yeah, and I
which is still
gain
very useful for what you're doing.
exactly no like a actual Skyrim spell right there. So I might. Yeah, you capture sound of yourself playing an instrument, singing, or speaking for up to 1 minute. Playback previously captured performance. If you capture a second, etc. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Is this door unlocked before we go any further?
No, it's also locked.
I'm gonna try and open it.
Okay.
Completely beef it because my rolls hate me
Trying
tonight.
to see if there's an easy way out before we take the hard way out. Would it be possible for me to do a quick, like, inspect of this wall up here just to see if there might be, like, some kind of secret passage, what have you, in it? Just in case there's an easy way out we might be about to miss.
A ski looking for the ventilation shafts.
I am in your walls.
Investigation check.
Cool.
A ski is sus. I saw our vent.
All right. With an 18, you don't really discover any particular walls here that are like passages of such, but you do find that there is an assortment of spell scrolls, though. Searching through them, I'm saying that you could probably find a Scroll of Darkness.
Absolutely going to pocket that one. I mean, we also have the we have darkness light as one of my cantrips, but this is also good.
Scroll of advanced darkness.
Right.
Yeah, no, taking that and then kind of just rolling to directly over Vanya and just kind of handing it downwards to her.
Hop up a little bit and grab it and look at Vegas. So, what are you doing?
I'm gonna throw my voice, make it look the opposite direction again, and then we're all gonna cross our fingers together and run.
Great. Okay.
Do you have a better idea?
No.
Does anybody have a better idea?
It should work.
Yep. So I can step out without entering its cone of vision, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm just gonna make it do a complete 180, draw its attention to the opposite end of this chamber.
That's the chamber we need to be in.
Oh wait, I didn't see the door. Hold on. Yeah, the shadow before is. Oh,
I love that twice now you've almost accidentally sabotaged your.
It would have been funny, right?
The Zombers would be like, "Why did you get assigned to this mission?"
Because I am in fact the best there is. Okay, let's see. This
See,
So
I
if,
thought we
yeah.
were calling it down the hallway.
Yeah, but like then our exit is blocked. Alleged, it could be. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it down the hallway.
Okay. What is your thing? that you're doing. It's stagecraft, but like, what is the sound? Or
I'm gonna make it sound like there's choir music coming from the Bethel that we just entered. Loud, like organ music, as though there's a robot sermon going on.
That's something you can do with the stagecraft.
I
Only if you've recorded it.
only if I've recorded it. Never mind. I'm just gonna say, I've been stabbed. Ow! Ooh! Ouch! Oh, I've been stabbed so hard. And I'm gonna make it at the end of the hallway.
Okay. Performance.
And because it's playing, I have advantage on it while it's active, right? Or is that different?
What does it say?
It
You have the
says-
spell, so
No, I do. I'm fact checking it because it says while active you have advantage on performance checks. But I wonder if that's just like a bard music thing, you know?
Yeah, probably. It just needs to hear it. I think you're over.
I mean,
I think
yeah,
you're
no,
over.
for this-
I am.
yeah, just go ahead and roll an advantage because you are
Yeah.
using this. Okay. So, you play the sound, you step back in, and you start to hear, very loud thudding as the golem starts moving down the hallway.
Alright, and then I'm gonna start moving. Do you need the stealth rolls?
Depends on when you start moving.
Right now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, go ahead and do group stealth.
I'll see you next
Sick.
campaign, suckers.
Yeah, vanish into thin air.
You're not ready for the menagerie yet, Vanya.
Pretty high overall. God damn. Alright, you're fine.
Describe this environment to me. I like these weapons in the center.
Where did the observer cam go? Oh, weird.
Okay. Salverton gestures to the three circle guys to basically keep watch while they search the room. In this particular area, you see several different chairs, sort of like thrones in a way. They're set up in a way that kind of implies that this is some kind of meeting area for perhaps maybe the Forge Masters themselves. In the center is a very large anvil with several different types of like weapons like depicted onto like the tables laid out before them. Give me investigation checks for anyone looking.
Aye.
Three natural 19s. Alright, Vanya, you are the first to immediately spot that the table on the north has some type of like ruin object sitting on it.
I'm gonna grab it, but announce it as I do. Found the room.
Sovereign steps over, looks at it real quick. That's the key.
Gonna pass it to him.
Okay. We just need to make our way to the forge area as quickly as possible.
Vegas, do your thing again once we're in the other room. Just get it to
Yep.
walk back up here.
Exactly. And once we're all ready to move, I will call the robot back to its original position.
Like you're calling a Roomba to go back home.
Yeah. Woohoo! Here, boy.
Xbox, go home.
Yeah, right.
Okay, and
Before you even start to cast it, it starts to move this direction.
Oh. Can I... This sounds stupid. Can I re-lock the door?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, you would need the key itself.
Yeah.
All right. Step 1 complete.
It's going swimmingly so far.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been worried about anything.
You had to say it, yeah. Just goes through the door. Run across here and close this door. We're leaving the token outside so they can't see. Hee-hoo. I peek my head down around this corner.
I will say the original Guardian that was at the first hallway has reset their position. Okay. Give me a perception check.
Jesus Christ.
To 6, you just see very large hallway with a fairly open space, but don't clock anything immediately.
Okay. Gonna wait for our friends, in quotations, to catch up.
Alright, another left here. We have to get through the forge itself. Should be a pair of doors, statues on either side.
Do you know if they have any other type of defenses?
Besides the constructs, no, I'm not aware of anything else.
Okay. Gonna move on down this hallway then.
Alright, let's get another group stealth check.
Try and, again, give a ski the advantage if possible with the voiceless speech.
Wow.
Alright, what we got here?
Wait, did my roll not drop? Oh no, it's there. Okay. Fine.
Ooh, okay. You are fine. Barely.
Oh great, that's fun to hear.
And start making your way down this hallway.
Yeah. Oh, I see the door. You said a pair of statues?
That's it.
There's a pair of guard constructs too. Make that free.
Oh boy.
Say, as you're kind of like taking notice of this, you do notice that this one in particular is moving.
Big one's moving. Filter back a bit.
Got that?
Hey guys, what? No, I'm kidding.
Don't even bring that into existence.
Because I was gonna say, hey guys, wouldn't it be funny if it turned towards us?
I forgot which way to rotate down here, but man, that would have been funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Metal Gear
No.
Solid, like alert noise.
Oh, because if these are what I think they are, we don't stand a
We don't stand a
chance.
chance, no.
Alright, we have to be quick. Vegas, can you make a noise somewhere not where it is? Oh. Okay.
It's going, I think we just have to be mindful that it's patrolling the walls of these rooms.
So what about these two? Quickly.
As quickly as we can.
I could fire a crossbow bolt across the room. Into the corner.
To draw their vision.
Hopefully they'll walk to it.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna just launch a crossbow bolt. Kinda this way, once I get everyone ready.
Okay.
We
Where
need
are
to
you?
be ready to move.
There. You're desynced on my end. Okay.
just
I see
here.
where you're at. All right, and ping where you're shooting again. Okay. Go ahead and just make an attack roll so I know whereabouts. All right. Yeah. You fire the bolt off, kind of aiming for that direction, and it pings off the wall. The leftmost automaton turns and starts to move that way.
Damn it.
Fuck it, 1 of 2 isn't too bad. You think we can get a sneak attack in on this guy?
Then we have to quickly kill the other one, but let's do it now.
Alright.
The first one
Wait,
was
so we-
quick enough.
Yeah, and then run up on it, I guess, once everyone else is able to help.
Circle boys, go watch that hallway, make sure that big guy isn't coming back anytime soon.
Nod.
But I'm waiting for the melee to get in because I'm ranged tonight.
All right. Everyone where they want to be. Vegas.
Well, then I
no,
had
hold
to
on.
reload because I was like
I also had to
turbo.
reload.
Yeah, I was turbo desynced.
This is where someone sneezes.
Yeah, right. Or like if it's Void Bastards, I have the smoker's cough.
Oh god, don't
Alright.
even.
You ready? Hit it
My bad.
quickly.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot as he gets on top of it, basically. So the bolt connects as he gets into it.
Zubberzin's gonna move behind the statue and kind of creep up behind it, sword drawn.
I'll shoot
and
once
yeah.
he's in position then. Yeah. Do I get advantage?
Yes, because it is not aware of you.
That was disadvantage for some reason, but I
The
bet that
stars
still
align.
misses with
Fear their
a...
portents.
He rolled a natural 20 anyways. He may just kill it again.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking annihilate this thing.
Yeah, it's immediately dead. It just crumples in place.
Gonna run up and then try and pick the lock while he's holding it, I hope.
Yeah, he'll basically impale it from behind, apparently striking some kind of energy source and knocking it offline.
And then sleight of hand for the door, yeah?
Yes. 16 is enough.
Inside, now! Careful, there's something else in here. A lock.
Stomper's then just carrying this clunky piece of armor. It's very laggy trying to get that door open.
Yeah.
This map is huge.
Yeah, that's why I kind of cut off a third of the map, because it was too big for what I needed.
Yeah.
Alright. You hear the Marine woman gesture back. Guards coming.
Inside them. Okay, now what?
Well, I don't want to carry this around. Can you check the door behind me? See if there's somewhere we can dump this.
Gonna try it.
Okay. It is unlocked. When
That's
you...
forge.
Yeah, when you open it up, there is a very intense heat that hits you right away. And you can realize that this must be when the main forge is, because it is surrounded by a moat of lava.
I guess just drop it in the lava?
Okay. He'll kind of sneak into here and just kind of like chuck it over the edge. And it just kind of falls in, and you can just kind of hear it like blurbling.
T2 moment, it puts a thumbs up as it sinks in.
Okay. Well, if I'm right, the vault is going to be the farthest corner door opposite of us. He kind of points off in this direction.
Can we make it through the forge?
Maybe.
I'll go look.
Okay.
I'm gonna look.
Give me a stealth and perception check.
Oh boy. One of these I'm good at. Here's my stealth.
Oh,
And
gosh,
my
you're-
perception.
Nice.
Oh wait, yay!
Okay. So third stealth, you're completely invisible. Not really, but yes. With the 21, before you go in.
Oh,
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. As
okay.
you're walking through, you notice that the suit of armor that had been dumped in there before is kind of like being pulled a little bit further in. And you realize that the lava is moving in an unnatural way. You can kind of see what almost looks like limbs that are grabbing the
Yo.
armor and pulling it down.
do not fall in here.
I'd hate to.
It's gonna drag you under.
That sounds horrible.
Gonna try this door.
Alright. It is also unlocked.
Bleep. Not all the way through, but there's a door.
Another door over here, but that one is probably closer.
This is also, if I remember right, out there I saw two suits just on the other side of this door, so be ready.
Okay.
Gonna try to see just if it's unlocked before going in.
Just like the previous doors, unlocked.
Get ready to sneak. I think we can just run past this.
And I will need a perception check from the whole party. I'm wondering if I need to even roll any of the NPCs with that.
She's getting her groove back. Totally forgot about the
You
vampire.
cannot
What are you talking
avoid
about?
annihilation.
Oh my god, guys.
Damn. Let's see. Gladiator, Berserker, Veterans, Artisan. Yep, that looks like everybody. Damn. Let's see. Vegas and the Circle, guys, don't notice, but Aski, Vanya, and Zabrazin notice that as you guys are moving through this area, one of the swords starts to lift itself up.
Are you kidding me?
And has come to life and is coming in for an attack. Luckily, some of you are not surprised. So we're gonna start a
Let's
quick
make this
initiative.
quick.
Oh my god. Schwad Angie. I forget where initiative is on this sheet. Where is it?
Yeah, I keep on missing
You
it.
just need to pull up the combat thing.
Oh, that's
oh,
right.
of course. Yeah. Derp.
So all the Circle and Vegas are surprised. So you guys specifically will not get around for this as it moves in, but everyone else can act normally. So, Vanya, you with your natural 20 noticed that it was moving.
Alright, steady aim, and then I'm just gonna pop it with is it Alt or Shift for
Apparently it's Control, I believe.
control? Yeah. That was just my damage. Okay, I'm just gonna click the button. And then again, because advantage. Hey!
Alright, go ahead and roll your damage. You're probably gonna destroy this thing.
So there's the crossbow, and then sneak attack, and I'll have to roll that again because it's not letting me roll it as a crit. So that's 17, 29 damage total.
Yeah, you fire off this crossbow with such a quick response. The bolt flies past Zavrazan, hits this thing like right in the hilt, and it just shatters.
She'll
Yeah,
just,
it just kinda
flick her
clambers
wrist
to the
slightly
floor.
without reloading and you go to open the door.
That was excellent, Vanya.
That was the fastest combat I think I've ever run.
Yay!
It
A withdraw over here.
kind of was.
you
'Cause
blow off
rolled
the,
in the
your
rest.
smoking crossbow.
You rolled a natural 20 on the perception, you rolled the highest on the initiative, and then you rolled another natural 20 to kill it.
Yeah. It's to make up for the horrid rolls I got on the way in. Alright,
You
ready?
did roll 2 nat ones in a row.
Yeah, Zalverzin looks quite impressed with how quickly you handled that. Alright, let's proceed.
Remember to move quickly, quietly. Looks at the circle members. Gonna bring their eyes over. Eh. Oh, more forge. Of course.
That was like the central forge is encased in a dome to keep the lava and the heat within.
Yeah.
You gotta imagine this is unbearable working conditions.
They're used to it, I'm sure. Alright. I'm assuming this is unlocked, so just...
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, very careful when you leave this room. I'm assuming it's the red squares that the vision, not the actual...
It is technically
Cone.
the cone, but the squares are
Okay.
kind of like where they go through.
Right. Okay. Cool. Alright. Yeah. Then moving on, I guess stealth check?
Yes. Give me stealth.
Ah, don't fuck me now. God. A ski! Yay!
Let's go.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, pretty high overall. So you're fine as you move through. You do notice that there are individual like pillars that have like lit beacons that could provide some good cover for you. I'm gonna wait for the rest of you to move your tokens before I get the NPCs moving.
Where's this door of yours?
He gestures over to the wall where you see a kind of like rail track moving in.
While everyone's moving up, I'm gonna check the door carefully.
There is no lock because there is no door handle.
Ah,
This is
it's the
door sealed with ruins. You also notice that there's a very large construct nearby.
Yep. Gonna motion to Zavrazin. And point at the door.
Zabrazin's gonna move over towards Vegas real quick and hand him the key. Get the door open, get the copy of the blueprints. We will do our best to cause a distraction.
Why? This is going off without a hitch.
Well, I don't think you're going to get that door open with that thing right there.
Yeah. All right. And if you guys get caught, who do I send the blueprint to?
Whoever contracted you.
Right. Anyhow, I'm gonna put the rune in the door.
Alright.
Vanya
So,
looks to Usky. Let's hope they get caught.
So you bring the ruin up to
What's
the
this
door, and you see that it glows, and you notice that part of the ruins on the door that matches the symbol that you have specifically lights up. And if you bring it up closer to it, it starts to unlock. And you notice that different parts of like the ruins like shift, and the door itself begins to like swivel into the ground itself. It is unfortunately a bit noisy, and as that begins to happen, the circle charge this nearby guardian, and
God.
it's gonna kick off.
Oh no, this is gonna be so bad, guys.
In. Oh, there's so many chests.
Check for traps, Vanya, please.
Yeah, checking this big central one first.
Okay, investigation check, and give me perception checks as well.
Right, his perception Nice. And an investigation. Not so nice.
Okay. Quick glance. It doesn't appear to be trapped in any way. But there is one large central chest and several smaller chests.
I assume it's this middle one, and just go to open it.
Okay. As you attempt to pry it open, you realize that it too is sealed. And as you kind of fiddle with the handle, you hear the door behind you reach up and close.
Oh, mother.
Shit.
And did anyone else roll perception check?
I wasn't supposed to.
Yes, it was a group perception.
Oh.
Anyone that entered the room.
Okay. Well, when you put it that way.
Okay, so only Vanya picks this up, and it's faint for a moment, but you feel this weird uncanny sense, like there's an extra body in the room, and you hear a voice as the door seals up behind you.
Shit.
You all were much quicker than I was expecting. You see Mateo in the corner.
Vanya's is
We're-
wearing a hood right now, at least.
And we're gonna go on break from there.
Son of a bitch, I knew it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Of course he'd be here.
I return.
Greetings.
Not my dice trying to give me a heart attack all night.
Hey Vanya, what if we got caught?
This is good. We can tell him our actual plan.
Works for me. Seems we have privacy.
I get the feeling
Yeah, you
it's
better.
you're doing a fake plan, or we're going to murder you in this room right now.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Yeah, you better make that clear quick because a ski snap reaction pretty much as soon as break ends is going to be heightened spell blind onto this guy to try to make an escape.
Yeah, no, my Vegas's snap reaction is to unmask himself and go, wait.
I'm so glad that you all managed to get to this point right as break was coming. I was like, this would be a funny stopping point.
That's a good stopping point. I like a cliffhanger.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I just didn't
You're
expect
the
you to get
DM, I
here
hope you
right.
do.
Well, you guys were breezing through this stealth encounter
Yeah.
quite well. I apologize
wanna
to the
say-
rest of the players who have not been able to get in just yet, but this was going to be over a little bit sooner than we expect.
Good.
I expected this to go far too long or take barely any time, and it looks like we're getting finished in half the time I expected. So
Yeah.
Welcome to our Dishonored speedrun.
Worst case scenario, you tipped off like the machines like right off the bat, and then you would have to go into an actual initiative where everything starts moving on patrol.
That'd be so funny.
My DM did something similar when we were escaping the Volstrucker encampment with 27 kids.
good God.
And they were each their own token. So a lot of us had like kids surrounded by us. And we had two people in the ethereal plane who were basically guiding us. Because they could see
You
better
were
than
playing
us.
Pikmin.
Yeah, kinda. Except we had children.
Yeah.
Svek also
bullshit?
They
had...
can lift things too.
Yeah, because I was playing Svek, and Svek was basically just holding on to his daughter the whole time and be like, this is the worst day possible.
Ironically, I think Vivilia, even at that age, is stronger than Svek.
So fun thing, Vivilia in Wildmount is a lunar sorcerer.
Oh shit.
Because she's Ruidus born.
Yeah. Damn.
Danny thought it'd be funny to give her Chaos Bolt.
Oh god.
So that was literally the first spell she's ever casted. And she was
That's
targeting
crazy.
one of the guards that were at the little estate where the kids were being held when the party was going in. Svek did not see it, luckily.
Jeez. God, my dice rolls today have been giving me conniptions.
You've been rolling very well and very bad.
It's so bipolar today, and I hate it. I want my average rolls back, please.
Reliable's talent is so far away.
Oh god, it's too far away. If this was 2024's player handbook, I'd get it at level 7 though.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I don't even have it on spec, and he's level 13 right now because of his multi-class.
Yeah. I cannot wait.
We are getting a level up here soon. So the rest of the party will be 15. I'll be 14, so I can grab an ASI because I'm going to go up another level in Rogue.
Oh, no, Dua's not talking about us, Cal.
Shit. Sorry, I was kind of zoned out and I heard level up soon and I was like, yeah, baby!
No, yeah, we're getting to, well, the rest of the party will be 15. I'll be 14, and that's because I don't have my weird divine god attachment yet.
Mm-hmm.
I've had no divine experiences. Uh but that's probably going to change here soon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got to figure
I-
out how Danny is going to throw Bahamut at me. A
Should be
dragon
fun.
to a dragonborn who's afraid of dragons.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Vegas. I just
Oh.
want Vegas to know that I've been picturing him wandering around wearing what is essentially a crop top leather armor with booty shorts because this is Vanya's leather armor from when she started the campaign.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
that's just how I've been picturing it.
All right. Why are you picturing me in booty shorts?
I don't know. Vegas is kind of caked up, wouldn't you?
This is who I come back to.
Yeah, I designed him that way, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean you're allowed to think about him that way. I'm fucking kidding.
How dare you?
He's my
Oh.
design to sexualize, not yours.
Oh my god.
Look, Vegas is single from what I know.
Lomi understood the assignment when she drew Vanya. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying, Norman?
No, it's just me coming back to hearing booty shorts
Yeah.
Leather booty shorts too.
and
Let's go.
Yeah.
Vegas being single. You know, Charlotte doesn't judge.
Well, yeah,
You're
you're
all
not
single.
here to judge.
Nope.
Charlotte doesn't judge, she says judgingly.
Yeah, no, Charlotte judges, unfortunately. So yeah, that was a fucking lie.
Listen, she had to learn about gay from her first group.
Life must be so hard for Charlotte.
Points at Charlotte. White.
White.
See, I am not doing Vanya's accent because I don't want to upset hundreds of thousands of people if they ever heard it.
Yep, all of our viewers.
But she is supposed to sound more like Turkish, basically.
Naturally. Same with the ski, you know.
Yeah. But I'm not doing an accent I don't know how to do.
I've learned
That was me with Baldwin. I was gonna give him Norwegian accent, but I was like, no, Geralt of Rivia instead.
I've learned from experience that I can't commit to an accent if it's later in the day. So the later it is, the less likely I'm going to commit to an accent. So if I start an accent for a character that I'm playing in a game where I'm going to be tired towards the end of it, I just drop it. I'm not going to put forth the effort in the future, so I'm just not going to start.
My accent's terrible. I just don't care.
That happened.
It's an Orion accent.
that's
It
the
doesn't
art.
have to sound Russian. What are you
Exactly.
talking about?
It's not even supposed to sound Russian. It's just supposed to sound vaguely kind of
Generic Eastern European.
European-ish.
Swallow your consonants. Let's go. I still think it would have been funny if you went with a full Welsh Valleys accent.
Another character.
I just went full on fucking Victorian era English for Anna, so
Yeah.
Imagine someone doing like Swedish Chef from the Muppets.
Oh no.
So fun story. When we
Yeah.
first started playing D&D, it was probably like less than 10 sessions, and one of my friends, Andrew, who probably will never see this, decided at one point, and I don't think this was in character, I don't remember it being, but he did a Swedish Chef JFK impersonation. And
That's insane.
what?
And it was the weirdest combination, and we were just dying laughing.
That's some mad improv shit.
What you need to do is get him to do it again, record it, and play it in the next game's break.
Yes.
I will ask Andrew if that's something he'd be willing to do.
Or get him to read the recap for you and record
Oh, man.
play that.
You know, he might if I pay him.
Let's go.
Okay. It looks like everyone's back. So, are we ready to deal with the awkward social situation that's been presented before us?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have my snap reaction ready.
And go.
Okay. Music stops.
No, so now play the pause screen music from GoldenEye.
Goes a little too hard for this.
Oh god, but it's anyway.
So yes, Mateo's just kind of like very casually sitting in the
Yeah.
corner, looking towards you three.
So Vegas pulls his disguise off immediately, like, wait. I can explain.
Do it quickly.
Listening.
Mateo, I am undercover with the ranks of the Thieves Army, and I'm not with them. I'm a double agent, and this was my assignment from on high. Our first guy got caught, and clearly they bolstered their numbers a little bit with the gang that we brought in. I'm just trying not to get caught and compromise my position because I'm in it for the long con against them. We were going to replace the blueprint copy with a duplicate with incorrect, parameters or instructions. We weren't just going to give it to them. Aspen raised a whole stink about it.
Yeah. Who do you think told me?
Yeah, no.
We know.
They told us that they told you.
Aspen did not give me names or information on his source, but Aspen is also not very subtle. So I
No,
had
not
a
at all.
feeling it was someone within your crew. I just wasn't expecting all of you.
It's only me. They volunteered to help because I asked, but this is mostly on me.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. So what's the good news?
well, the good news is I wasn't going to stop you to begin with. I was going to observe and see who came into this room. It just, I wasn't expecting it to be you three.
Yeah.
He kind of like gestures towards the chest, and you can see a little bit of that like arcanish magic kind of like come off his hand for a second, and the lid kind of pops open.
Fancy.
Get your copy. I just wanted to recognize faces in case somebody I didn't know came in here, so I could have spies figure out where the blueprints go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where are they going, Vegas?
So was this issued to me by the general or his major domo at the Veterans Union in Louvain?
It would have been the major domo,
Got it. So
which I think is Wendell. Yeah.
Yeah, Wendell, thank you. I was forgetting his name. And he is second in command. He's not just like the dude that runs that outpost specifically.
Unclear.
Unclear. Okay, so it is going to one Wendell in Louvain at the Veterans Union where the Thieves Army has HQ.
Well, at least that tells me where to send spies, so...
We need to move before they get suspicious outside.
Well, I don't know, go and bang on the door begging to be let out. I pretend that it's urgent, but we need to make our improper copy, right?
Just make a copy of it. You don't
Okay.
need to make any falsifications. They won't be able to use it anyways.
Huh?
Is that so?
The blueprints you were taking for the Arcanum Forge, my design. They require a very specific power source that no one else can replicate.
The living magma outside?
No. Me.
Huh.
Ah.
Oh.
Very cool.
I am a prodigal war mage for reasons. There is not anyone else that I know of on the beast world that can manipulate the Arcana the way I can. So,
Quick question.
yes.
How do I stop people scrying on me?
Usually some kind of anti-scrying jewelry.
Sighs and
this-
continues to copy down.
Why?
Just in case.
You could probably find something like that somewhere here. There's plenty of magic items, but they get your copies and open the door.
Yeah, she's been copying the whole time. Do you need me to roll anything, or is it just we all good?
Let's just do let's do a sleight of hand. Because you're trying to like copy it kind of precisely.
There's a 21.
Yeah, so you're able to like make a good copy of the blueprint. You don't understand at all what any of this symbols and
Yeah.
writing means, but you copied it down. Mateo will kind of gesture towards the door as it begins to slide in, and you watch as he puts a ring onto his finger and he disappears from sight again.
Bye, Mateo. Thank you.
Disguise now.
Yep, this guy's going back up. Shape of a Pomeranian.
Wow.
Alright. So you head out. I will say at this point, you notice that the circle have dealt with this particular guardian here. They're looking a little banged up, but are otherwise fine, and they look back towards you. It's like, did you get it?
Mm-hmm. Move.
Okay. And they are moving up towards this northern wall.
As he comes past, she's gonna slip it to. Oh wait, no, we need to keep it, right? Or is he sending it off? I forget.
He's sending it off, but just
Yeah,
keep it
then-
on until we're outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, back the way we came. Quietly as possible.
Remember the one outside the door.
We could catch them off guard.
We can dispatch it just as easily.
And the big one that patrols. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for everyone to catch up. I love the polite closing of the doors now that we're coming past again.
Leave it as they found it.
Yeah, we don't need to let them know exactly how we did it. This is not teardown where you're tracing out your exact route for the police to see.
That would be so lit.
Alright.
Spray bandit strikes again.
Okay.
Gonna peek the door.
Yeah, Zaverzin will stand on this side of the door and look through as well. And you've got one of the constructs back to you, just immediately right here. Zaverzin gestures, they'll try to take care of it. He's gonna step out and he's gonna go for another short sword stab. He has advantage because it doesn't know he's there, but ooh,
Wow.
rolled a disadvantage, but I think both of those were really bad. Yeah.
They were.
So he misses on the first swing. Can he recover? It's technically going to be at advantage, but it doesn't really matter. It's technically an auto crit.
Jeez, this damage is scary.
assassins.
God, that was like over 50 damage.
Good lord.
So, yeah, it immediately just, like, crumples.
Wait for it patrol, and then we run. We got a clear route back, I think, most of the way.
He will grab it and just kind of, like, drag it back into this room and just set it on the ground.
Yeah.
He's not worried about dumping it at this point. You notice that this automaton has kind of like stopped over at this hallway. And it's just kind of like looking down that way.
We got a straight shot through the middle here.
Alright, let's
As long
take
as
it.
we're quick.
Don't wait around.
Can I
Back
get
through the
group
kitchen.
stealth checks?
Okay, let's go.
Would I still have advantage from Charlotte's enhanced build?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Or is
30
that-
minutes haven't passed yet. Because you would
Oh,
have had
cool.
30 minutes between Charlotte casting it on you and you starting the heist.
Yeah. Yeesh.
It's not a nat one.
You cannot avoid annihilation.
Fuck.
Alright, let's see. Some highs and lows. We'll see how it does.
Still have a ski on the ceiling. It's just.
Well, luckily, the overall average is pretty high, so you make up for the net one.
Yeah.
A veteran who is still in, I think, chainmail.
Fucking.
Slightly noisy, is able to pull aside before anything happens. I switched pages, that's what I did.
And they won't even get the chance to miss it.
Just like that.
And with that, you make your way back out the way you came. I'll say the circle guys would have closed the doors behind them. So, you head back towards the two large double doors. Peeking your head through, you notice that the guards still haven't returned back in time, and you head out, going past the smithy area, and Zavrazin looks to the rest of you. Did you get the copies?
Vanya?
Vanya's just gonna get through a PAX and hand the copy over.
He opens it up, kind of looks at it for a second, is like, very detailed. Yeah, these will do great. Wonderful. Alright. I will send these off to our contractor, and we will be paid hopefully soon.
Where should I go to get my money?
Come back to see me. The pottery shop.
How many days?
Give it at least a day to cool down. So
Right.
not tomorrow, day after.
Got it.
But right now, lay low. Don't do anything stupid.
Likewise.
I would never.
Just kind of
Needless to
smiles.
say.
He watches
Looks.
like Zavrazin just kind of like walks off in one direction, and the circle also just kind of split up and all just head off in opposite directions.
I was gonna say, looks at the chainmail wearing idiot that tried to stealth around.
Circle guys are not smart.
Yeah, no.
They don't look the part.
They all had like +1 or +2 to stealth. The Berserker was just rolling really well. Yeah.
Vanya's gonna get to a ski in Vegas. Just split up and then we'll meet back at the wagons, I guess.
Alright.
Alright. You split up and start heading back towards the wagons near the tunnel market. Go ahead and give me perception checks. Vanya on a hot spree tonight. Okay. You each split up, taking your own ways, to get back. Vanya, with your increased paranoia and knowing you just essentially committed a crime within this city, even if you know one of like the head leaders kind of like gave you the go ahead, you're still paranoid, and after a little bit of looking around, you do get the sneaking suspicion that somebody is following you.
I'm gonna try and slip in somewhere different and then see who it is that's following me.
Okay. Yeah, give me a stealth check. I just want to see if you can break line of sight.
Okay. Nope.
You, try to find, like, a nearby stall to duck into, but, you end up kind of, like, stumbling over, like, one of the baskets that was sitting out, and the stall owner is like, no, you can't be back here.
Oh, sorry. Just run around the front. While
Alright.
still trying to look at who was following me, I guess.
Perception.
Are you kidding me?
Oh!
That's
Oh
insane.
no.
You glance around, and there's people moving about, but it's really hard at this point to kind of gauge what eyes were like searing into the back of your skull when you were first leaving.
I know I was being
Time
watched,
for Vanya to get abducted again.
It felt like someone was following you, but you didn't get eyes on.
I am not going back to the wagons for a while then.
Okay, where do you go?
I'm gonna go to the SHL pit.
Okay. So you start making your way back over there, just moving normally.
Gonna see if Deidre's there.
Okay. Alright, you head out that way. As you kind of get over into the open area, go ahead and give me another perception. Let's not do 3. Oh my.
Oh, what the?
Hello?
We need dice
This
jail,
is
man.
historic.
This makes up for the 3 nat 20s you rolled against Vecna.
I'm not
I can
happy
just
with
see a
this though. I feel horrible.
I can just see a shrieking coming from the other room.
I feel so bad.
So yeah, you move through the open layer, and it's very hard for, as you know, to kind of be stealthy out here because there's just no cover. But as you're walking through, nothing stands out to you.
Yeah, well, I'm not being followed for what I know, so I'm just gonna keep going to the SHL arena though.
Okay. To make your way down into the pit. There's a little bit of a brawl going on into the arena at the moment. You can hear people kind of like cheering. You do catch eyes on Deidre though. She seems to be watching at the moment.
Gonna go over to her. Basically watch the game like, hey, who's fighting? Who's winning?
Some just locals. Want to be SHL fighters. Nothing even too performative. But it's entertaining still.
Just gonna lean in. I think I'm being followed.
By who?
I don't know.
Okay. Just hang out here. You'll be fine.
Yep, that's her plan then. Before she stops panicking, she's just gonna like, who are we betting on?
Probably going to give it to the bison.
Is there anyone taking bets?
Actually, yeah, there's probably a guy walking around with like a betting pot.
I'm gonna put a gold on the bison.
Okay. High or low?
We'll go high.
All right. After a little bit of a lengthy fight, you find the bison did in fact win out. And you get 2 gold back.
Yay! 6 gold total. My turn to do some betting, girl.
Wait, can I come and gamble?
Oh, you've gone back to the wagon.
But I want to gamble. I want to gamble so bad.
So yeah, Vegas and Iski, after a little bit of like detouring, you two arrive back at the wagons, within probably minutes of each other, but I'd say like 15-20 minutes goes by and Vanya has not shown up. But you're at the wagons with the rest of the group, so welcome back everybody else.
Does Vanya usually do that, Eski?
The last time she did that, she got herself abducted, so I think that we probably shouldn't risk it.
Oh, you're already back.
Yeah, it went off without a hitch. Vanya's missing.
That's not without a hitch.
It didn't happen during the mission show.
Where did she
Give me
go?
a break.
I
She
wish
didn't-
we knew we all split up after we scattered at the end of the job. And
And
she's the
Vanya-
only one who hasn't turned up.
And out of character, Vanya did not announce that she was breaking off from the party, was she?
We split. We all split up.
All 3 of you split up.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we
I
all
thought
3 of
we were
us
heading
split
back-
for
okay.
a minute.
I thought the
And
group
in that
split.
minute, Vanya didn't come back.
In which
All
case-
right. I'm gonna do something.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do a Volpine deduction on the
Okay.
choice of whether to seek Vanya or wait for her.
Okay.
Because knowing Vanya, she has snuck off before and sometimes wants to leave a long trail. But it's its intelligence check. Ooh, 21.
So you said like wait for Vanya or go looking for Vanya?
Basically, yeah, Volpine deduction is I make a smart decision, a close-end decision with a limited set of choices. So basically,
yeah, that was what my question was.
yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Thinking about it for a moment, you also know that Vanya tends to, despite some of the incidents that have happened recently, tends to be pretty careful about like covering her tracks. So if she hasn't shown up, it's likely she is being either extra precautious or is trying to ditch someone.
I think she'll be all right. She might be trying to leave a long trail, I feel. She has done this before. She sometimes comes last.
That makes sense.
We'll give it.
Honestly, I am surprised any of you are back. I thought I was going to get called to come see you in prison.
Worry not, Aspen. Mateo even paid us a visit on the job.
Did he now?
Yes.
He must like you.
I like him too.
And it explains why you still have legs.
Yeah. Anyway, if you need me, I'll be going and getting changed. Just like gesturing to the very small armor he's wearing.
All right.
Aspen staring.
I can feel that.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. It's a Luvanian thing.
Shut up and go away.
But yeah, I'm gonna go and get changed.
All right. How long do you all wait? And Vanya, how long do you wait?
I give it until another fight starts, and then I try to slip into the crowd to leave. I'm gonna let Deirdre know I'm leaving now.
Okay. Another fight doesn't take too long to start. I'd say probably like another 5 minutes or so. But when you let Deidre know that you're about to head out, she's like, "All right, you should be fine."
Well, I'm still gonna do it as quietly as I can.
All right.
And yeah, I'm gonna try and stealth out of here while looking for who I think was originally following me. I still don't know who or what was following me.
Okay. Stealth and perception.
Oh, come on. Stealth is okay. For me. This is the important role. Mother.
All right. You use the crowd to kind of make your way back to the entrance and loop back out. You do kind of glance around and check faces, but no one in particular stands out. And as you get further up the entranceway, you don't feel like you're being followed at all. So you make your way back out into the open layer. And are you heading back to the wagons?
Yeah, dash, double dash style movement though, so very quickly.
So very quickly? Okay. So you double dash back towards the wagons. So the rest of you, after I would say about another 10 minutes passes, Vanya rejoins you, sprinting.
There she is.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I think I
Welcome
was
back.
being followed after we split up. I didn't
Oh,
see
yeah?
who it was. I just felt eyes on me, and I thought, take time.
Well,
I got some more gold. I went to see Deidre at the ring.
hi, Deidre.
She's still there.
That does remind me. Vegas, soon should we talk about, applying for SHL for the Spellcasters and Group division?
Yeah, we can take care of that while we're here, but like,
Let's wait. I
yeah,
don't know if I was followed here or not.
I've had a very full night.
Well, of course. Well,
We'll take care of it tomorrow.
rest up and maybe one of us should keep watch, maybe?
I can do it until.
I'll keep a lookout.
You sleep. I'll wake you up before.
You need rest, Vanya. You've had a lot going on.
Hey, no, it's fine. If anything, I'm gonna stay awake because of how much is going on. Just give me this.
As you wish.
And yeah, she's just gonna get up on top of the rock steady and just kind of lounge around at there, just nonchalant.
Okay. Anything anyone else would like to do before we kind of like end the day?
Nothing from me.
No.
Nothing for me either.
I heard a
I
hmm
suppose.
from Gao.
Ooh.
No, I'm good. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do something illicit to celebrate my victory, but no.
Iski?
I say I just want to join Vanya up there on top of the wagon for a moment just to be able to ask, from what you were able to gather, do you suppose those eyes on you were something mundane or potentially otherwise?
Would I know?
Mm, you just know that it felt like someone was either watching or following you, but you have no idea who, what, or how.
I just felt like I was being watched. That's all. Couldn't tell.
From any number of things, then. Suppose we'll have to deal with them one by one.
Mm-hmm. Could have been your friend.
I
Just kind of
doubt
eyes
it,
her
given
shadow.
the extra distance that we had between us.
Fair
I
enough.
would have felt something.
At this point, Thalkiel kind of like manifests behind you two. I have reached, but not that far. Welcome back.
In Infernal, thank you.
It's good to be back.
I noticed we are drifting around the conversation.
Yes, I had been meaning to ask. You know, Vanya, that lead that we found, the story of a warlock in Kaloro, befriending, bonding themselves to a fiend for the sake of their alchemical pursuits. Tell me, my shadow, was that one of your previous projects?
What was the last part?
She's basically saying, like, was that you in that story? In that lead that we found of that alchemist from who knows how long ago? Was that basically the previous project?
I think I'm misunderstanding what you're trying to convey.
Our lead. We got a lead.
Yeah, there was
in,
the story that
Lorraine.
we got of the story from a while back of the alchemist in Cloro, the Batyan, you know, which is quite near the funny fiend place, you know, and how an alchemist there had apparently bonded with a fiend for the sake of, you know, enhancing their magic, and I'm basically uh corroborating that uh with you know Deathrock's whole you know, offhanded comment from before to say, you know, if I'm, you know, the newest project, were they the previous project of yours?
Ah, okay, gotcha. It took me a second because I didn't know immediately what you were referencing.
Fair.
There's a moment. Thalkiel can't, like, show any facial expressions because they're just a pair of eyes. Uh, but, you can kind of, like, sense a little bit of, like, humor coming from them. I've made many deals over my lifetime.
I got to insight that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please, let's go for it. Dang.
Okay. Seems fairly honest if vague.
Yeah.
Takuya just kind of looks
Classically vague.
between the two of you. I'm surprised your recent discovery didn't prompt a more immediate questioning. You do know I can hear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, certainly. I was well aware the entire time. It's just, well,
She's
there
gonna
wasn't much to gain from it until we had the time and space for a proper talk.
she's gonna test looking at Falkiel, hoping she's got his attention.
Mhm.
She's gonna voiceless speech. Do you understand this?
There's like... It takes a second, but there's like a little bit of a slow nodding.
She's
You're
gonna...
teaching it to a ski. He's been there
Yeah.
the whole time. He's had plenty
I-
of time to pick up cues.
I had assumed that he would have learned. I was just double checking. Well, no point in using that to try and bypass you.
I'm
What is-
bored most of the time. Can you blame me?
No. What is yours and your friends? Are you going to use that loosely? Because I doubt you're that friendly with one another.
Not even close.
She's going to actually grin at that.
Yeah, there was a very hearty cackling from him. He found that very funny.
Do you know what their plans were? Devrox? And the others?
Well, to start, they're the ones that bound me to the swarm.
The double take of
I
excuse
was
me?
curious about how they seem to be far more
Powerful?
corporeally manifesting than anything you've been able to muster so far.
Yes, I am, well, weakened. As ashamed as it is to admit. It's diminishing for Lord of Shadows.
Next question. Do you want us to kill them?
Kill is a loose term when it comes to Shadow Lords. You killed, and he does like air quotes when he says this, Deathrock, but all you did was send him back to the Black Wild. He'll be back. You need a very special way to end the Shadow Lords, but if you do so, it might be able to restore me back to original strength, and with a ski being my vessel, could strengthen her as well. Perhaps enough for us to separate with no consequences.
Okay.
A tempting offer. Though, if I may ask first, I am terribly interested in the story of what caused them to turn against you in particular among their number.
Each of the Lords of Chateau have their own particular skill sets. They were more afraid of me because I am the most cunning. Which is very unfortunate, because they think that after what they've done to me, that I somehow cannot get to them. That's why I made the deal with your family to save your life. I like to play the long game.
Odd for people like you.
Long indeed.
Yes, they... Lords of Chateau wanted corners of the beast world for their own. But they got greedy. and wanted to cut me out of it. They were afraid that I was going to circumvent them. But looks like I'm going to do that anyways.
Naturally. But assuming, now, if by the time that we are able to potentially restore you from this more diminished state, and it turned out that I in fact continued to desire to accompany you, my shadow, what is it exactly that you have for your own designs of the beast world beyond simply disposing of your four compatriots?
I don't really have any love for fiends, as it were, being one myself, but most of them are chaotic and just stupid. They want to kill and cause problems everywhere. That's not entertaining. I like my own form of chaos. I like to make deals. I imagine there are avenues beasts are willing to go, and perhaps I could be a broker for such.
I see, I see. Well, you've certainly struck up one such very interesting deal already. I don't suppose a few more might be able to, move some things around in places that they ought to be.
You've been around me
Take
long
down a
enough.
few of those that think themselves a bit too untouchable. And have some fun along the way.
You've been around me long enough. You know what I want to do, right? She's gonna look straight at Falkil.
Oh, yes. And just so you know, you're not the first demon hunter.
Didn't think I would be.
No, there's actually a whole group like you.
I'm sure
Gonna
she's
can
not
her
even the
head.
first to have used that particular ritual in order to enhance her demon hunting abilities.
Where do you think I learned it from? I like collecting secrets from time to time. And, my time near the Black Wild led me into interesting conflict with a group of like-minded individuals such as yourself.
Where?
They have an encampment within the jungle, the Batyan. They actually work with Dramphinians, if you can believe it.
I do too, mostly.
Well,
On
they're...
the topic of what to do with other fiends, I am curious what your impression is of this Master Yuri Chernikov.
The steer. Yes, he's, bold. Thinks he's cunning. Pretty old. About 600 or so years. Tends to, get around. But, is very careful about who he chooses to play the game with.
What do you mean, game?
Oh, the Eternal game. Vampires, very specifically, have a game they play. They like to build up a hero that they want to see fall. And this challenge of equals is a great test of themselves. It makes them stronger, but it is also a way for those being used as vessels to experience some relief from their host, as it were. It is a two-part mutual agreement.
Right.
So if you've been invited, they're likely going to try to have you play.
She's gonna show up if I'll kill the letter.
Oh, that's definitely an invitation. This is pretty typical vampire bullshit.
So, just laugh at me. They're easy to kill, right?
uh, they're definitely more difficult to kill than most fiends.
More difficult than your kind?
Oh, very much so. They, well, like me, particularly, they are bonded to their vessel, though their vessel isn't as willing. So, if you can kill the invader, once you've killed the vampire, you'll have dealt with the problem a bit more permanently, for now, until someone else summons another.
So we can't save the person that's inside?
No, they are already dead.
Makes that bit
Yeah, I
easier.
suppose the best you could do is put their corpse out of their misery.
They're
about-
not undead, if that's what you're thinking. They're alive, but you can't get the intruder out without killing them.
What
Certainly,
about
certainly.
the Marine with him? Is she a vampire?
The Thrall? No.
Oh.
I saw. She is under his control.
Can we help her?
If you can deal with the intruder. It is very likely he has other thralls as well.
He said he's old, so I imagine he's got a lot.
Depends on if he's killed any of his thralls.
I imagine that the mansion we're being invited to has the highest concentration that he can manage of his thralls, if nothing else than security.
Mostly keeps them around for entertainment, adoration, sometimes for their skill sets. But if they get bored, or if the vessel tends to fight back, they'll often kill thralls. So, there's no telling. You'll have to see when you get there.
I'm
Well,
back on
I
top
think
of the
we've all
wagon.
proved ourselves more than capable of reacting to situations. Shouldn't be any issue.
Would you help me look for now? I think I was followed back, and I'm not sure.
Oh yes, I can keep watch. I will definitely notice if anyone is snooping around.
I'm gonna do it anyway, but just to give a more tangible watcher.
An extra set of eyes certainly wouldn't hurt, especially given that, since they are apparently interested in you in particular, if they manage to reach us without you noticing, you'd be just as helpless as before.
Maybe Zavarin, or whatever his name was going to offer me a job or something. I did show up all his friends.
You were quite impressive. I'm more worried about the war mage.
I trust Aspen, and I trust Aspen's friends.
No, I
We
was more
do
worried
have-
because he could see me.
He saw you?
I can't hide from him.
Oh, okay.
Well, if he is able to see you, then he's been seeing you since the first time we met. And that's not an unfamiliar face to him. I don't suppose we're planning on staying around Jaegerwald any longer than we have to, so we'll be outside of his influence before long.
I do want to get this invite out the way quick.
It took me a bit to notice, but when we were in the vaults and it was just the four of us, I definitely noticed his eyes wander to me. There's something about his eyes.
He did talk himself up as awfully unique, didn't he?
Imagine he has some form of true sight. But yes, definitely powerful individual. I guess it's a good
Well,
thing
let's
he's your
stay on
friend.
there. And as long as we can stay on his good side, I say we take advantage of it.
Well then. Let's keep a lookout then. See if we can find this extra tail you were chasing. You just watch Thalkiel goes flat and back into a shadow.
Vanya's just gonna crawl up onto the wagon roof.
I imagine that's where you both were this whole time.
Yeah. Okay. And then she's just
Yeah.
gonna stay up there and look out.
Alright. Just quick perception checks from you both.
Alright. I don't know how dark the surrounding area is, if that would like my
Jaegerwald's
dark
kind of
vision would
lit with
grant-
the
yeah.
same amount of like
Yeah.
light as it is during the daytime as it is at night. So
Mhm. Yeah, so no particular benefit from
no
dark vision.
changes really, yeah. But looking around, just you see normal everyday city activity. A little bit lessened because it's getting later, but nothing unusual. And you go into the night rather quietly, and nothing occurs. So everyone can go ahead and benefit from a long rest if you cast any spells or spent any hit
Ah, yeah.
That's me. And I have a spell ray for the morning.
Just doing it just in case.
All right. Yeah. So morning comes. You all wake up from within your wagons. I imagine Aspen is cooking.
Yep.
What's for breakfast?
Yeah. What's for breakfast?
Waffles. Waffles and fresh fruit. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Waffles!
Nice. Belgian potato.
Wow, is that a Mr.
Right.
Evil reference? Damn,
Is it a-
dude.
What reference?
Mr. Weevil. You did like badgers, mushroom.
Oh. Not directly.
Okay.
7 out of 10.
Yee.
Like a true IGN score. Meaningless.
Let's go.
Somehow my waffles have too much water.
This is where Duo reveals that they've been lying all along and you've not actually been working towards the feat.
No, I'm not that mean. All right. So, you make waffles with fruit baked into them. So it's nice and juicy.
Ballers.
So everyone is having breakfast. Any conversations you'd like to have?
Vanya, just so people know, is up on the roof still, even eating breakfast up there. She's still paranoid.
I'm gonna give Vanya her armor back.
As he goes to pass it up, she's just gonna say, "Leave it in the wagon."
Alright.
So,
I wanna
what
watch
exactly happened with Mateo being there?
He was watching us the entire way through, apparently.
He told us that, and she's gonna do the rest in voiceless speech. Told us that it won't work without him, so it's useless to them.
Oh. That
No
is fortunate.
subterfuge needed.
And they suspect nothing on the other end.
Mm-hmm. We got in and out. We had to destroy a few suits of armor, but that was it. I'm just gonna look to Vegas and then the rest. Can we leave soon? I don't like it here.
We can't rush heading to the estate unless you're choosing to divert from that.
I mean, we could look for a lead for a dungeon or something, but I don't want to be in Jaegervault anymore.
Let's stay a couple more days. I need to wrap things up with the Thieves Army boys.
And then there's the SHL
Yeah, and
divisions.
Charlotte wants to do that.
Oh, right.
And then, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we get a dungeon lead before we head out, but let's just stay a couple days at most.
That reminds me, I'm gonna do another sending spell to Iggy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to message it to you, Duo.
Thank you.
Vegas says hi.
Done.
All right.
I like how I make a phone call every morning.
Checking in on Dad.
Snitch.
All right. So I heard plans to secure a dungeon lead. Perhaps.
Yeah, on the other side of Jaegervault.
Yeah.
Prefer.
East
Something
Doria.
on the way.
Something we can do on the way to the mansion, maybe.
Could buy us time.
Something to keep
I mean, I don't-
Vanya preoccupied so she isn't just thinking about it the whole time.
Let's
I
go to
don't-
Gonlev and traumatize Charlotte again.
Right. Wait, where even it? Wow, okay. That's a bit out of the way.
That's where the funny thing happened. Well, no, that was Lisven, the mountain itself.
And we were gonna secure Vegas's double pay from the fight and from the Thieves Army.
I already got paid by the fight. The Thieves Army, I'm excited. They gave me a lot of gold last time.
Fair.
But I gotta wait for that to cool off. So that's gonna be a day later. As in tomorrow.
Yeah. We could also do the sign up, I guess.
One house.
Okay.
We have been putting it off oddly long.
Alright.
So
I will facilitate that.
So dungeon leads, SHL, division signups, and then what else? I think I missed something.
I think that was it. Dungeon lead and SHL sign up for this day at least.
Okay.
Unless there was something someone else said.
All right. What would you like to do first?
I guess the Dungeoneers League sign up because it's easier, I guess. Then we can go
The
straight to the
Delvers
actual...
division.
Yeah, the Delvers division. Sorry.
You mix those up, and I was like, that was two different things put together.
Yeah, my head is fuzzed after after early on. So.
All right, so Delving Division League. All right.
Yep.
You head over to the pit as a crew. You meet down with Deidre, and who do you mention for this division? Because I know Charlotte said they were interested. Who else?
Charlotte,
Vanya and
Vegas, Ski, and Vanya, yeah.
So our little infiltrator group plus Charlotte.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was there in spirit with the enhanced ability.
You technically were.
For sure.
Alright. Yeah, Deidre nods and will grab some like just official paperwork to like kind of like get some stuff like contracts put under wraps. She suggests that she'll just extend her managing from Vegas to the rest of you as well. She does mention that you will have to come up with stage names, and then you will have to come up with a additional group name.
Alright.
I actually have no idea for a stage name.
Oh, I have one.
The Rizzler.
What even is that?
Intrusive Thoughts 1.
Yeah, Vegas, what is the Rizzler?
Oh, I have to make it up? The Rizzler is a story that mothers tell their children to scare them to stay in bed at night.
It's canon now. You can't unsay
I
it.
don't.
God.
You thought you'd catch me off guard? No, I was ready.
I don't like that.
Nobody liked that.
No, yeah, I get the fucking telltale notification.
Everyone will remember this.
Everyone remember.
That mouse rogue girl sure has that riz. Ha!
Well, think
I
of one.
apologize to all the viewers who have to put up with this.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll be
What about
better
me?
at one
Apologize to me.
Why?
Because I have to be here for it.
I
But-
think the viewers
Well,
at home should be thanking us for providing such quality entertainment week in and week out.
Aspen, or yeah, Dante, what are you talking about? You adore me. No, but okay, let's.
You volunteer to be here.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Well,
So-
Vanya, let's brainstorm you a nickname.
Let's start with Charlotte. I want to see what we're working with there.
Oh, I was working with like something like the card captor or card captor.
You said the same thing twice.
Well, one has the in it, but I don't know if that's like
Uh,
one's a title and one's like a name. Like that's what I was wondering if which would be fancier.
Deidre just kind of leans down to you. It's gonna come out the same way.
Mm-hmm.
The card captor it is.
what's your backstory, Charlotte? You got to make one up.
Oh,
You're essentially playing a fictional character. Me, the DM, describing you playing a fictional character.
We're LARPing in game.
Was visited by a magical teddy bear with wings once.
How many layers can this go?
I mean, I want to take a little inspiration from my mother. I was thinking something along her lines, like, I don't know. I need to think on it. I do want to have myself absolutely veiled. I don't want to do. I kind of want to be a little secretive.
Yeah,
That's
crowds love a mysterious person. That would be very good.
I'll have to think of. I'll have to think on the story. I'll get back to you on it.
As an initial thought, if you want to take the route of the sort of character that has taken a dark deal, the likes of members of your own family, I could just as well play the shadowy witch who you struck that deal with.
I like that.
Yeah, I love this.
I could be some sort of familiar, I guess.
The creature.
I'm not calling myself the creature.
The creature.
Like
I think there are far
Dios
more
mio.
personalized options we can come up with.
I will stab you, Vegas.
Do it.
I don't want to, because it will hurt you.
I can tank it.
I'm not doing it right now.
All right, later.
If he insists.
We should work with something for the Black Wild for me. I have an idea of what I want to do. I'm just gonna look at everyone but Deirdre.
Hmm. I already did this part of the job.
Well,
What about you, Whiskey? What are you gonna call yourself?
I've already taken up the mantle of the Shadowed Witch of Sakis
Uh.
many times before.
I like it.
Could just use that again. Mhm.
I was anticipating it.
alright. That pretty spooky, so that could work. So, what are we calling you, Vanya?
Having just roasted Charlotte about not having a name, she's gonna freeze up.
Say the first thing that comes to your mind. Go.
I don't have anything.
Choose a verb.
Something that I'm from an area, maybe play up that. There's a black pillar in the Sundal Bowl Dunes. Maybe I can name myself after that.
Are you in Abadania?
No, I'm not. But the pillar itself has a lot more. You make a good point.
Yeah, the only thing I know about that pillar is the attraction of like people chasing some blood.
Yeah. Let's go with this. The Shadow of the Causeway. I like that.
Ooh.
That's good work. All right.
I'll come back at some point with my costume to show you.
Okay. But I think those are good starting points. And we're doing this for the Delving Division, right?
Yes.
So
Okay.
Vegas, why are you with us? All this spooky people.
We're best friends.
Bound by a cursed blade, perhaps?
Maybe it was
Ooh.
found by fate.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because I was thinking, like with the cards, of course, I do fortunes and things, like something like about that, like something has brought us all together. That isn't the dungeon business.
Well, what if we make it like a plot hook?
Like we were brought together by fate, but we need to see what's up ahead, or
Something like that.
Let's go with that.
see where the cards fall, see what hand we're dealt. Oh,
Okay, that's a card. That's a card thing.
it is. I don't want to overtake it.
No, you should absolutely overstay your welcome on it. People love that.
Because I was thinking, what should we name our group? And I was thinking of something related to like a hand of cards.
How many of us are there?
4.
4.
I mean, I know there's playing cards like suits, but I don't know if would that suit us.
Could you go with something about Verasta? He has a big habit of making people's lives a misery.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Maybe you had a bad run-in with Verasta and you have to make up for it by being haunted by us for a bit.
I wouldn't mind calling us the Quad Squad.
We could go with that. It's easy.
Not exactly thematic.
I like it, but I agree with the ski on the not much theme.
Deidre
rhyme is
kind
great, though.
of chimes in at this point. You deal with fortunes, right?
I have.
So maybe 4 of fates?
That's a good one.
I like that.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
4 of fates. Ooh, that's good. That's very good. Like something brought us all together. Like, despite
You're a
how
weird group of individuals, so
I mean, fate has brought us together before.
We really are a bunch of protagonists of this group.
really pushing like the meta narrative here.
So,
The world just implodes on itself.
it was just like a tremor. Huh, what was that? Anyway, I like 4 fates. That's pretty good.
4
Solid.
fates. Very good. Although I might need to discuss with the my backstory privately.
Well, I'm sure we have plenty of time before whatever first match.
I
Mhm.
might have someone that could help with suggestions, maybe? I'll need to head back. Are we out or are we at the SHL or are we at the wagon?
You're at the
We're at the
pit right
SHL.
now because you're
Gotcha.
talking to Deidre.
I'll get back to you on the story. I'm working on that one. It's very personal for me.
And Deidre, I'll see you at the wagon at the Rio tonight. I'll show
Okay.
you the get up there.
Oh boy, can I come?
Sure.
Costume, that's going to be the right word for it.
What are you gonna wear, Eski? Not that you're already striking how you usually dress, but
Do I not already convey the right impression?
no, absolutely, that's what I'm saying. But like, what if you did it more?
What would you suggest?
Hmm. He's like scratching his chin. I don't suppose a wreath of shadows is on the menu, is it?
I mean, she can kind of, in response to that, yeah, here. Cast Spear of Shadows. That's kind of would have the same effect.
Neat. Do you need to concentrate on that or like focus, whatever you call it?
It's a cantrip spell.
I can do one of those.
And you know it's easy enough to not need to focus on.
Great, excellent. Yeah, no comments. You're set.
Let's just keep it vague for me. I
I
make
can't
people
wait.
disappear on the causeway. That's it. That's all people need to know.
Any other planning for this?
I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah, Deidre will get your little contract signed up and mentions that it'll probably take a little bit of time, but they should be able to hopefully have a match ready. Possibly in close to around the next time Vegas will have one.
So I'd be fighting in 2 matches then.
Yes, it'll be 2 different divisions, so it'll be 2 different ratings.
I'm thrilled. I cannot wait to do more of my favorite thing. All right, that's it for me. Very exciting.
Other than probably making Deidre shit herself later on, that's me done too.
Deidre has the strongest stomach I know. I'd like to see you try.
All right. And then looking for contracts, delve contracts that was.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say heading back to the Hall of Acquisition, you can find kind of a lead towards a dungeon scout. This particular scout is a Servine, and he has a couple different leads. He has one at Podgorod, mentioning that there has been sightings of dungeon activity over in that area that has been messing with the mole network that they have set up, and they haven't been able to scout it properly because they're too busy trying to keep their machinery intact. So there's no real information on it other than there's a dungeon nearby, and it needs to be handled quickly. You also get one much further north, possibly out into like the wastes themselves, the Knot Frost. Its exact location hasn't been pinned down, but there have been sightings of dungeon monsters out on the ice, and it's kind of unclear where they're coming from.
Oh God.
Those are the only two?
Those are the only two that are presented at this point.
Right.
Because you specified, like, east, right?
Yeah. That's what I was aiming for.
The scout also mentions that both leads would be the same cut, so 20%. Because up until this point, most of your leads have been free.
Yeah.
So getting your next dungeon completion, you will have to, at some point, return to said scout and pay them their finder's fee.
Could I convince this guy using my background to give us a little bit of a discount? Because I have the Delver Dream background. I haven't got it on this sheet. But if I bring this up for you real quick. It's from Leaving Aaron.
Yeah, I have to know if it's like anything specific, because 20%'s the standard. So it's not like an overcharge.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just this specifically. So for your obsession with dungeon delving, you have learned to talk the talk of those in the adventuring trade. When in a delver bar or caravan, you find it easy to make friends. A caravan might give you a discount on the first share of the loot they take. After all, you're cut from the same cloth and a good investment. Guessing no, because it mentions caravan. But
it's not specific like scout leads.
Okay. I'll get that on the sheet.
But yeah, the 20% is pretty standard fare for a lot of scout leads. If you're getting more, it is likely it is much more curated lead.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get a bit more advantages, but it costs more as a result.
Okay.
So some of those may give you like full maps that allow you to like already see the dungeon layout in advance, which means I'll just basically reveal the full map to you.
That's cool. I think, at least my vote's at the Podgorod one. It's closer for one, and we don't have to go up into the wastes.
Yeah. Reluctantly,
Fortunately.
Podgorod.
That's my vote, at least.
All right. Any objections?
No.
Nope.
No.
All right. They will sign the lead and hand it off to you. And just remind you once you've completed it to come back and disperse the wealth, as it were. They just want 20%, so usually just the gold halls. They're not asking for any magic items unless you, for some reason, don't have the gold to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now you've got 2 question marks on your map.
Yay!
Yeah. Also, I am looping back to the SHL stuff a little bit, but I was just struck with the idea of probably nobody but me remembers way back in session 1 when a ski plucked a skull from one of the dungeon monster skeletons and just kind of placed it in her bag.
I remember.
Is that still there?
Wear that
But
shit.
nothing's happened to it, or
Do it.
That
Put
yeah,
that shit
it's
on.
yeah, that's
Do
still
it.
there.
yeah. I am thinking of her kind of placing her crystal spellcasting focus inside of the skull and just having that be what she is casting her magic from.
Sick.
You kind of do this and kind of present it up, and you hear a slight chuckling from Thalkiel, and he kind of moves up into the skull and makes the eyes glow with his own to add to the dramatic effect. He's being very helpful.
My shadow. Oh, this is great.
I like how this isn't even a fucking character for a ski. She's just being herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the easiest character to play.
Right. So that's 2 things down. Was there anything else? Or are we going through this night?
Charlotte actually wants to discuss back at the wagon concerning her character story.
Oh boy.
So I don't want to jump the gun on this, but I definitely take a lot of. I'm inspired by my own mother, but I don't want to be too close to home.
Mhm.
It's still very. The wound still hasn't healed. I'd like to do something in honor of her, but I don't want to actually be her. I'm trying to think of something like an alternative to the story, and I had an idea, but I don't know if it'd be appropriate.
Shoot, what's the story?
Have you ever heard of narrative analogs, Charlotte?
Charlotte's gonna look to Iset. What if there was a fox that had spent time with the Seelie somehow? Just from parts unknown, has suddenly emerged back to the beast world,
Mm-hmm.
seeking out her fate and meeting up with, well, the rest of the group.
Isha smiles at that a little, like she's clearly into that idea.
I don't want to say like, oh,
Pretty good.
I'm Jackal or anything, because I don't think that's appropriate. But I feel like something mysterious and yet from far away, and not something easy to get to.
Oh, not implying you're a jackal, just touched by the likes of us, if you will.
Essentially, and you could help me with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to need to be. I'm going to need some clothes designed, something silken. I'm going to be obscuring myself.
Oh, yes.
I need to think of what would be a good color.
Olive.
Very good one. I like that. I think orange might be too bright. I think I'm going to pick olive.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, that works. That works.
Perhaps with some golden accents.
Yes, that would work. That would work. Oh, that would work wonders. I would also. I might need to see someone in Jaeger Vault for at least the clothes to at least get a veil and some sort of outfit. I want to at least have that prepared before the first match we ever do.
I could put you in contact with my tailor.
Oh, please do!
Okay.
I really appreciate this, Vegas. I think this is going to be really fun. I am also applying for the spell slinging division. So I'll have to do some things on my own and get my own rivals to jump me out in the streets.
She loves casting spells.
But that's going to be the thing. My identity is going to be hidden. It's not going to be like an offstage, like, I'm going to take my mask off, people know who I am.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to tell people who I am.
Yeah, feel free.
Just smirks. You don't get sarcasm very easily, do you, Charlotte?
Oh.
Pat on shoulder.
Yeah, this is just... I'm going to have to confess, I do want to still keep myself partially anonymous in case...
Anonymous?
I'm trying to keep you all safe in case something happens.
Oh yeah, there's nothing already horrible happening.
I know, but... I just have this fear that someone knows who I am.
I mean, folks are going to know who you are regardless in the SHL.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should just, instead of trying to protect each other by not telling each other things, just come out and say it.
Well, say my name, but not what came before.
Sure.
When you're in anything to do with the SHL, your persona, when you're outside of it, you just be you.
That's what I want.
Well, that's the way it's going to be. Because I definitely can't show what I am outside. And I need to still show Deirdre.
Alright, very good. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm relieved. Yeah, send word to Deidre. I have half what I need.
I'm gonna get into the Rio. Ski, can I have your assistance?
I am also returning to the Rio. That is where I sleep.
Oh, sorry, was that? I think I cut out for a second.
Vanya was asking us for Ski's assistance when she goes to show Deirdre her costume, in quotations.
Oh, you want to have fun with this? Then please, by all means.
I just need you to darken the inside of the wagon when she comes knocking.
Certainly.
Fun.
Give Deidre a heart attack.
So, yeah, Vanya's gonna swap into the dark clothes she had. But she's gonna tail them up a little bit so they look a bit more ragged. And then turn on the visage of the fiend. And just wait. Up on the ceiling. Kind of... Do you know the scene in Spider-Man where he's...
The fire escape kiss.
No, where he's...
Oh my gosh!
I'm not gonna lie, Gal. That's the first thing that came into my mind.
Yeah, which one are you talking about, Jade?
Where he's hiding on the roof and he has to catch his blood before.
Okay.
So she's doing that, waiting for Deirdre. I'll just pop that into chat. This secret text.
Alright. Yeah. After a little bit, you do eventually hear the knock, coming off towards the Rio. Steedra returns. Vanya, are you in here?
Is a
I
speed
am going to aid in this, kind of opening the door while standing behind it to make it not, to not be immediately visible. And then also, as Deidre is stepping in, I would like to use a sorcery point to subtle spell my Spear of Shadows so that there's so such that there is no kind of indication of a spell being cast. It's just as she steps in, everything goes dark.
Alright.
When that's happening, Vanya's going to drop from the ceiling and kind of land on all fours. And as she looks up, she's got something crunchy in her mouth and crunch down on it, so it sounds like the bones are crackling a little bit. And she's just gonna tilt her head at Deirdre and just say,
Sick.
and just go, "Hi."
I have something to add to this. What is
Oh, let's
Deidre
fucking
definitely going to
go!
react?
I did not hear you. What?
Is Deidre going to react?
I need an intimidation check from Vanya.
Am I getting
At
advantage?
advantage,
no.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yay!
Let's go!
Still bad.
No!
That's disadvantage.
By the
but
way, that's disadvantage. That disadvantage.
So bad.
8. She's still
Yeah.
just so cute. Oh, it's a scary teddy bear.
No, I'm
Deidre
gonna still
just
do
kind
it.
of, yeah, Deidre's just like looking at you and just kind of like reaches out and just kind of like gently pats you on the head. You'll definitely scare the kids.
That's the
Aw.
plan.
You sounded so defeated.
She's just gonna scuttle back into the shadows.
Charlotte's gonna put her silence card down and just return to a deck.
Good job, Vanya.
Fuck you, Vegas.
What?
She says from the shadows.
I meant it. Aw.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
I'll retract the fuck you then.
Fine. I forgive you.
And then she's just gonna sulk and turn off the phone. That's it.
That's tough.
All right. You've procured a lead. You've gotten your setup for the Dungeon Delvers division, and you've attempted to scare Deidre unsuccessfully.
I mean, if she knew the truth, it would be really scary.
Yeah, I'm sure if you did the whole eating the heart of a little imp thing, that might be a bit more intimidating than just the Spider-Man trick. But
Right.
not
We'll get it
everyone
like
needs to know about that.
We'll get like a pig's heart from the market.
Oh my god, she's not gonna eat that.
Yeah, but say she's not gonna eat it. All right. So yeah, did anyone else have anything they wanted to do before we ended the next day?
Definitely gonna bring up to Deidre about considering joining the spell slinging division under the card captor persona.
They say they can probably do something about that, but they say maybe just start with the delving division first before you try to branch off, just to see if you even like it to begin with.
Fair enough.
All right. Anyone else?
I think we took care of just about everything.
All right. So, next day comes and goes. Well, this day comes and goes, and you prepare for your next day, and I'm not sure exactly what you have planned. I know Vegas has money to pick up.
Yee.
I want to make clear with something. I think I'll just say it's OOC. Who is proficient with improvised weapons?
I'm working on it, but I haven't gotten many opportunities.
Not me.
I think the only person that might be would be Aspen, and I don't even think they are.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
No.
anyone here is.
Not by default. None of us
No.
are.
Okay. So yeah, nobody.
Well, you know what? We ball. All right. I'm going back shopping. But I will need to borrow more money.
It's there to be spent.
Mm-hmm. Let me math this. I apologize for this, but we may as well all take a shot. How many did I get? Someone feel free to do what they need to do. I need to check my stuff.
Okay. All right. While you're thinking about that, we will, I guess, conclude with Vegas grabbing their cash.
Yep.
So, do you head back with Vanya and Iski, or do you head back by yourself?
I'm just gonna head back alone.
Okay. You make your way back over to where the pottery shop is. The bull at the counter lets you in. And you just see Zavrazin there. And he's more or less just kind of like relaxing and just kind of drinking coffee at the moment. Welcome back. Everything be cool?
Everything's cool.
Good. It has been sent off. We have gotten our cut of the payment. Here is yours. He just kind of slides the bag across the table to you.
How much is in it?
Let's see. Okay. For your cut, there's 2,500 gold.
Holy shit.
So, you can add that to your tab.
Guys, what the fuck? Okay.
That's a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold.
Damn.
I think
They're
that
gonna
was
make
more than one of our dungeon runs. I think
Yeah.
our most recent paid more, but the ones before.
Your
that
most
paid
recent one
less.
definitely paid more because that was a huge dungeon.
2,500. Wow. Oh my goodness.
This was a pretty valuable heist, so
Also, you're paying two other heisters.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm going to split it with the other two, of course.
yeah, this was just your cut. They didn't factor in Vanya or Ski because they were not part of the plan. So that's
Oh,
up
yeah.
to you.
No, I mean it's my money to pay them out with. They offered their help and they gave it. So yeah, I guess I'll shake hands with my contact and say see you later.
Hopefully not too soon.
Likewise. Stay safe.
Alright.
And then I go back to the wagons, and I get ASCII and Vanya.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, wow, that was laggy.
Yeah, gee.
9. Okay. Alright, so you head back to the wagons.
Yeah.
And then meet with Vanya and Aski. Show them your
Yeah.
big sack of gold you just acquired.
Yep. And I split it with the two of them. I say both of you did very well last night. Vanya, you practically carried us. Here is your cuts. And I split the 2,500 three ways, which is like 833 or some shit.
Yeah, and a gold left
God,
over.
hell yeah.
Yeah. So should we just add 833 flat?
You can do that. One person's gonna have one extra
for
gold
it.
because you can't split a gold 3
That's
ways.
gonna be me, because it was my job.
Aww. I wanted it to be Vanya.
Alright. So, we will think of anything else you guys want to do before you possibly leave Jaeger Vaults.
Oh, 100%. I'm going to be taking 95 gold out of the treasure, and I'm going to be buying 100 gold more of powdered silver. It's expensive.
Go ahead and do that, and then we will pick up next week as we start to leave the city proper.
Yippee!
Slight apologies to Vera. I didn't feel like you got to do a whole lot this session.
Yeah, honestly, it's fine. Like, I've been really tired today. I was fading out of in and out of reality too much this session anyway, so...
Alright.
I was also technically
It's all
involved.
Yes.
Everybody's here.
Yeah. We will pick up as you guys decide where you're going to go first once you leave Jaeger Vault.
Yeehaw.
Oh boy.
Alright. Catch you next week, gang. Good session
Yeah.
as
Later.
always.
Until
Take care,
then,
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
good night.
Good night.
Good night.
See you around.